Airflex. He says. He screams into the void. His words simply no good. In the face of 7 months of subscribing to this bizarre Twitch channel that we find ourselves in. Airflex, thank you so much for the resub, my friend. No voids. No voids. I'm with you, man. I'm fucking oof. Had to kind of to rush to get on today, but still wanted to stream. We've had too many weeks of 2 streams. I want to get back into our 3-week swing. We're gonna have a little bit of a break at the end of this month for the Thanksgiving week. I figure a lot of people are gonna be doing family stuff. I'm hopefully going to be getting in a game. Here's the thing. It depends on a lot of things. If things go in the best possible way, I'll be able to get a few games, including a game of Conquest, in my game room. And should that happen, we'll probably have a stream that day. Just sort of like a stress test and viability test. Since I finally have the game room like ready to go. I know I've been talking about it for a while, and I got it set up once, and then we tried to do a stress test, and it just collapsed in on itself. But I've redone a lot of things since then, and you can see in the general channel on the Thunderhead Studio Discord a picture of the latest setup. I'm working on the overlays now, but man, the cameras are working. All of them, all working at once and for an extended period of time, which was the trick before, because we ran it for like 20 minutes, and it just went just went kaput. Yeah, when we get around to upgrading the streaming rig out there, once I get around like $700-800 to put into it, I need to essentially just replace that streaming rig out there entirely. It has a 10-year-old motherboard in it, and the only reason that I'm able to have a USB 3 port at all is because I have a PCIe expansion card that gives me a few USB 3 ports. I should really have a motherboard with USB 3. If I'm going to be running a camera, like, because my Lumix G7 over the Camlink 4K, it won't run on anything short of a USB 3. Though, having said that, capture card might not be a bad idea. Capture card for the primary PC, Camlink for the secondary. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's all, it's an evolution. Don't do Thanksgiving. I don't really like, what is doing Thanksgiving, really? I don't know. I don't really give a crap about the holiday. You know, we don't get together and wear like buckled shoes and hats and break bread over corn or whatever it is you're supposed to do. It's just yeah, exactly time stop. It's just a fantastic time to have friends over and eat way too much goddamn food, basically. Yeah, I figured that was probably it, Airfleet. It is a uniquely American holiday. But my point just being, I don't give a shit. I just take the time to eat a bunch of stuffing and fry a couple of turkeys. Though, I mean, you could really do that almost any time of the year. It just happens to be the time when the grocery store has a lot of them around here. It's just a very special dinner. Pretty sure after 10 years it becomes a grand motherboard. Why is my chat all the way over? You know, I know why it is. Because we haven't done a stream on the PC for a while, and I didn't think to rearrange my chat to a place where I could easily see it. So we're going to be doing a little bit of Zebra. We usually murder turkeys for Christmas. Yeah, I guess that is the other time. It's like, here it's like Thanksgiving and Christmas are turkey murder season. You can also get a nice ham. I think ham is acceptable for Christmas time as well. I don't really do, like, I treat each of these just as an just here, I treat each of these as, my friends have time off, so let's play games and eat food. And any of the extra crap on top of that, I'm like, I don't decorate for Christmas. I don't do Christmas. I'll tell you, that's something I'm really looking forward to this year. This may be the first year in a long time that I don't even have to fucking see Christmas decorations unless I drive into town, which I'm going to do as little as possible. I'm going to try to get through this entire season without hearing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You one fucking time. I'm not going to hear it. Load up stream, hear about turkey murdering. So yeah, no, that's tonight's stream. We's gonna murder some turkeys. No, we're gonna be doing a little bit of ZBrush tonight. Ooh, I spent all day out in the game room. I did a solid recording for about an hour and a half. I'm very, very pleased with that. Came back in, sat down at my desk, and I was like, I don't have the coordination right now to work with tiny little fiddly models. What else do we need to do? Well, we need to sculpt some Battletech hills. I need to get at least one Battletech hill done tonight so that I can be done with the set I'm working on by the end of the week. So I figured let's fire up ZBrush, and this will be the first time that I'm using ZBrush and the graphic tablet on the stream. So this is kind of a little bit of a proof of concept for me, if you will. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. And I also this morning got an email approving me for the open, or rather not open, obviously I had to get approved, the closed beta of a game called The Cycle Frontier, which is interesting. Airflex, thank you for coming in, man. If you gotta go, that's fine. It's always a pleasure to see you. And thank you so much for the resub, man. Oh, yeah. I can see you maybe wanting to get some fucking sleep. I could see that. So, I think we're gonna try a game of that. Vergaderung has it too, and it's a group game, and I have literally never even opened it. So after we work on ZBrush for a little while, I figure we'll jump over into that and give that a try up until it's time for the storm report. I have no idea how it's gonna go. We're gonna make it up as we go. Gonna get a solid 5 hours. Okay, so I played the Cycle, and Airflex, have you played the new version of it? I played the Cycle when it first released on Epic Game Store, and it was okay. You played it on EGS a few weeks ago. Okay, what did you play? Because there's like the Cycle Enter the Storm or whatever, and then there's the Cycle Frontier, which is the new version they're doing. They have changed the art style of it significantly. Like, they've rebuilt the entire game, essentially. It has the same storyline, but it plays like, what's that game? Like Tarkov now. It doesn't have... like, the color palette is dulled down a whole lot. The objectives have been switched around. It's just been tweaked into a slightly different game. I'm not totally sure what all the changes are. All I know is I played the first version, and I haven't played the new version. So we are going to try it out and see how it goes. But like, you and a number of other teams all drop into this zone. You go around, you do objectives, you do some puzzles, you gather resources, and then you call for extraction and you try to get out. And while you're down there, other teams can find you and try to kill you and take your stuff. You can kill other people. Like, it's very much like Space Tarkov. But interesting to me because it's in space. And that, as it turns out, that's all it takes for me to get interested in the game. Because I looked at Tarkov and I was like, looks, But as soon as you're like, but the guns go pew pew and there's aliens, I'm pretty much in. I guess I'm pretty easy that way. What are you gonna do? Alright, let me finish my coffee here, we'll get going. I'm glad to be off the build. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm on the last few of those fucking bowmen that I was building the other day. Like, after this, I'm gonna finish pinning those and prime them, and then I don't have to build any 100 kingdoms until after my next 1200 point game. And I'm glad to be done building those militia. I want to build something a little more colorful. I've seen Tarkov played a few times. I want to give this one a try because I've only got a week to play it. They extended the closed beta. Excuse me, until the 8th, but after the 8th it closes. And then it's going to be releasing in February, March next year, after they have a chance to go over the details from all that. So I want to get a feel for if I'm going to like the new version of the game. I've got a number of friends who seem to have been enjoying the beta, so I'm hoping it can become a regular. And, you know, maybe we get into it and we're like, this sucks and we don't want to play it, in which case Vergaderung and I will probably switch over to, like, Chivalry 2, because that has some updates. Yeah, I figured that might be the case, Airflex. Because, yeah, there's the Cycle, it's called, like, Enter the Storm or something like that. And that was the first version they released, that was the first version I played, and I was like, this is kind of fun, it's a little cartoony, you know, whatever. The new one is much more subdued, which I think will probably work in its favor. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think that it was even possible before then. What games? What games is everyone playing right now? I'm getting a little bit back into Chivalry 2. Aliens Fireteam Elite has been a good time. I've kind of played all the content in it like 3 or 4 times, and I haven't released anything new yet, except for a class that I don't care about, and I'm a little like, I wish you'd give me more campaigns. We'll see where that goes. I really hope that company continues to support the game, because it's actually a lot of fun. Super Robot Wars 30. I don't even know what that is. What's Super Robot Wars? Are there 29 previous entries in this series, and I've missed every one of them? My God, I need to get out more. What else? I've been playing a game called Settlement Survival Simulator, which is basically just Banished 2. I don't know if you guys have ever played Banished. It's like a village simulator. Yeah, probably true. Shock 20. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if it's possible for somebody to get out less than I do. In the last few months, I've managed to successfully leave my property like 4 times. It's been more than that, but still. A shitload of mecha anime crammed into one game. Well, that sounds like a nightmare. Oh. Either way, we're gonna try something new tonight. Ran out of time to play games recently. Doggo got to come home though. Well, that sounds like a pretty fucking good trade-off, all things considered. I have times when I don't play games at all. Recently, that's what I was going through for like a month. I can't bring myself to play any video games. For whatever reason, right now, I'm in the mood to do a little bit of it, so we're trying some new stuff. Airflex, go get some sleep, man. What are you doing? Out of your mind. Alright. Let's try a little bit of ZBrush and see how it goes. Alright. And one of the reasons I want to test this is because I tend to, when I'm using my graphic tablet, like, I splay all over the place. I got my feet going all the way up to the ceiling. It's out of control. So I want to see how I can arrange this. Whoop, bring that over, because this has to be plugged in. And I got my stylus. Let's see what we can do. Also going to be dual using my Stream Deck, since I normally have this set up to give me some commands available here in ZBrush. Everything seems to be working. I'm on a Huion... Shit, what is this? It's a Comvos Pro 13, I want to say, for anybody who's curious. Airflex, have a great night, dude. And for the record, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I really only in the last few months have started to unlock the magic of ZBrush, so, you know, bear with me. Let's see, pull up ZModeler here. I want to do polygroups. Facing front all. I should have made all of that into a singular polygroup, which it has. Alright, let's do the same from the bottom. There we go. Not the same polygroup, are they? That would be inconvenient. Let's do... different color. There we go. This is what Brush and Z's looks like. Yeah, it really is kind of like software made by an alien. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer, most likely. My answer will be, go look at the ZBrush documentation, because that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. Right now, all I'm doing is, you can see the polygon wireframe here. That's what we're looking at. And I'm just establishing groups, because you can do different things to different groups, and we'll see that here in a bit. I shouldn't have made that one a group, actually. Let me see about that. Let me re-import my file here. Okay. Let's just make you a poly group for now and leave the top undone, because I want to shape this a little bit. Well, actually, you know what? I'm still trying to work out like my workflow for this, so again, bear with me. I'm just going to be making this up. I think I'm going to do a subdivision before I do anything else. That seems like a good idea. Let's take off the smoothing modifier. Let's just subdivide this. All subdivision does is it takes your existing mesh and adds... Well, like here, if I go down to the first subdivision and I try to do something, like just clay brush, you can see it basically doesn't do anything. Because it's just working with these polygons that exist, so that's all it can change. Like you can see I can kind of bulge it out a little bit here, but there's just not much going on. Undo that, and then I go up to subdivision 7 where it's added a bunch more. Now, woo, oh, we can see it just has a lot more polygons to work with. Now it looks like it has a tumor. That's probably enough for what I want to do. Okay. So now, zoom out. I'm still getting used to the controls on this thing, for that matter. Now I should be able to create myself a mask. Let's drop my brush size down. What do I want the bottom of this thing to look like? I'm really just kind of trying to keep most of the same footprint, but knock the corners off. It's the same shape, but a little bit more organic. Yeah. Alright, let's make that larger and fill in the rest. By the way, if you're going to use ZBrush, I cannot recommend either a stylus tablet or a graphic tablet enough. It has made so many functions so much more natural. That's not half bad. Now, what is it? Shift W? Control W. There we go. That turns my mask into a poly group. Shown there. Move that back into the main frame. Zoom out, and we're going to do the same on top. Take our brush size down a little bit. Now on top, this is where models are going to stand, so I'm going to try to bring this to the edge in a lot of cases. And all I'm really doing here is establishing certain polys that I don't want to change no matter what I do. So my top and my bottom, and then I'm mostly going to be doing my sculpting on the sides. Give it kind of an uneven shape so it doesn't look too geometric when we're done. And fill in the rest here. And I really want to do this on top so that I can preserve these flat tops and the markings between hexes. I built this basic primitive file in Fusion 360, by the way. You could do that in any AutoCAD. If you're going to port it to ZBrush, I recommend using the OBJ format. I've had the best luck with that. Datrin Voltari, good to see you, man. How are things? Alright. We got 2 poly groups established. Right? Cool. So let's see how this goes. I've had some luck with, actually, hold on, I didn't mean to get that so much on the sides. I guess it probably doesn't matter. I'm gonna redo it. I'm just gonna redo it, because I don't like what I did there. I didn't mean to grab those polygons on the sides. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit. Hamburg tack! Dropping! Oh my god. Gift subs and a resub? No, that's Airflex. I was like, wait, what's going on? Hamburg tack with 2 gift subs. Going out to K-Sauce and Sairo Miishi. Hamburg, thank you so much for the support, man. How you doing today? Took the nieces out trick-or-treating, managed to avoid whining, breakdowns, or sore tummies. That is impressive for a Halloween night. We're just gonna redo this. I don't like how it came out. Drop that size down a bit. One thing, the longer your stroke, the more your undo key does. So I'm going to do it in a few strokes so I can undo these one at a time in case I don't like them. Like right there. I went a little bit on the side and I didn't mean to. Disclaimer, again, I'm not good at this. I am not good at this. But a damn sight better than I was over the course of the previous few months, that much I can tell you. The thing I love about this graphic tablet is that it's pressure sensitive. So as I work, like I can press really light and it barely does anything, I can press real hard and it, whoop, like this is me barely touching it. There's that little bit there, and then I press hard, whoop, like that. I love this thing. It's very natural to use. I say this is like an industry standard tool, so anybody out there who actually does this sort of work is thinking, yeah, that's why we use them. So, alright, that's pretty good. Let's fill in. Alright, let's make ourselves another poly group there. And that will be the ultimate top surface, if all goes according to plan. Which, you know, it might. Let's turn that off. Go over to brush. Head down to auto masking. I'm going to turn mask by polygroups up to 100. And what that does is it makes it so that my brush auto masks itself based on my polygroups. So since I've established the top and the bottom polygroup, when I then go in and try to do... I'll just demonstrate it. Take this to Z sub using clay. So now when I touch on here, I'm going to be removing with this brush, bringing it down. But as I do that, it will stop dead at my polygroup. See? It won't go onto the top because I started on the side. It'll just stop right at the polygroup that I established. Same for the bottom. Just like so. And that way these polygons on the bottom are perfectly safe. And I can sculpt away on the sides. Now... mostly, I'm just going to try smoothing this down. Take off a lot of these corners to start with. Reduce this down to my established shape with my polygroups. Now smooth what we have here. Inflate that. Just go to Z add, put a little bit more back in. Fill that out. There we go. From directly side on, now it looks like a candy bar. See? It's all Halloween related. We are on topic somehow. Something I've learned about ZBrush is you can't really worry too much about the details when you're blocking out your shapes. That's what they have the smooth brush for. I have a button on my stylus. You see when it turns blue like that? That just means I'm smoothing. It just takes the polygons that exist and sort of blends them together. I really just want to break this down to my polygroup shapes to start with, just all around. Being able to do this on a tablet really is, for a long time I struggled trying to do any of this with a mouse, and while it's all very doable, it gets very tiring very quickly. And you can see up on the top right how many points I'm working with. Up around here. 522,000 is not a lot. With the file as it is right now, without any decimation or reduction, I could probably export this to be like maybe 10 megabytes. Which is not bad, though these days I'm trying to keep my files down to around 5 megabytes, just because I tend to drop so many of them. I tend to put out groups of files where it's like 50 files at once, and if I'm putting them out and they're all, you know, it's 10 megabytes for the standard file and it's 15 for the supported one or something like that, that can add up real soon. K-Sauce, how you doing? Enjoy that subscription. Don't have to watch commercials, and now you get to use our voice clips provided by Chaotic Harmony. How you doing today, by the way, K-Sauce? Let's take a look at where our polygroups actually are, shall we? There we go.
Do you like sexy battle mechs, sexy streamers, and sexy Solaris cheerleaders? Well, Thunderhead Stream has some of those things, and
there
more.
You go. And more. We're working on the and more now. This is some of the more. Doing this in the Desert Hill style because of the ones that I've done, it's my favorite. It mechanically works the best on a hex grid. Looks like we can bring this in a bit here. Alright. This is getting to a point where I can start doing a little bit more work on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow my brush size up and just do a general smoothing from all sides here. Switch my rotation to be in the Z-axis so that I'm not swinging all over the damn place. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And because I got my polymasking on, I can just sort of waggle it all over the place and not really worry about affecting the parts I want to preserve. Oh, Data Nerd. Yeah, I'm definitely hunching. I'm definitely hunching today. How you doing? And guess what? I'm gonna drink some water. How about that? And see how much I've changed? I'm growing up. Alright. A little more there, a little more there. That should be fine. Let's get our side-on view, and let's go in close. Now, I think I'm going to use Inflate. Might be the tool that I want. Look at all the brushes that are available, by the way. These are standard brushes, and there's not even all of them. This software can do so many things. Like there's this thing called Insert Mesh. Like here, IMM Gun. I'm gonna select handle 05. Oh, I can't do that without freezing subdivision. Alright, hang on. Let me freeze my subdivision levels and then go. Oh, look, it's the handle of a gun. Oh, it's another shape of a gun. Oh god, look, it's yet another shape of it. Like, you can just create these meshes and then insert them, move them around, and modify them, and make almost anything that you want. It just takes learning how to do it. The Hunchback of Mount Dork. How you doing, Captain Gingerbeard? Thunder Gun Express. Thunder Gun Express. We're not hanging any dong in tonight's stream, though, so I don't know if it's truly Thunder Gun or not. You can build whole hard surface things using insert mesh like that, though. What am I looking for? I'm not using my Stream Deck right now, which normally makes this process a little bit faster. Let's go to I. Inflate, that's what I was looking for. Let's change that to Z sub so it's removing material. Let's drop that size down. Much lower. There we go. Up the Z intensity. Let's double it to start with. It's kind of a step in the right direction. I literally just discovered a new feature just now. Well, see, this is the thing, Data Nerd. I need to work out my positioning, because normally what I do is I lean way back on my desk, like this, when I use it. And right now I'm just like, I'm not used to using it while also streaming, so I gotta figure out the ideal posture for myself. Wow, I didn't know that I could do that, and that's kind of cool. If I'm doing strokes like this, and then I engage shift while I'm doing it, then I move away, it'll keep going on the same axis no matter where I move. That's potentially very powerful, and I'm glad that I just learned that. I feel, is it unprofessional to put my feet up while I'm streaming? Let me see. Here, I'll do my usual position, and we'll see if it's an absolute fucking nightmare. Or if I'm even on camera when I do it. I'll move some crap on my desk here. Hey, that's not too bad. I'm still technically on camera, right? Now we're talking. All right, this can work. This can work. Up that Z intensity again. It's more like what I'm thinking. Increase my brush size a wee little bit. And smooth that out. Get some funny geometry, particularly when you're doing a lot of the inflate brush. So make sure you come in and do smoothing as well. Casual Thunderstream. Yeah, it's all over now. This is fairly comfortable. This is kind of why I wanted to do this today, because I've never streamed while using my graphic tablet to do sculpting. And honestly, if it's comfortable enough, this is the kind of thing where I could fire up the stream and just sit here for like a couple hours, just kind of make stuff if you guys feel like hanging out, you know? I'll probably have some days when I fire this up and then I just kind of mess with shapes for a while, because you kind of got to do that. Now, before I go any further, I want to test something out here. Go into my light box, go into my brushes. My HQ terrain pack of brushes. I want to say it's in group 1. The one that I'm looking for. If I can remember what it is. I have been gathering brushes and textures from around the interwebs. I think this is the one I'm looking for. So let's set its auto mask to directional. Nope, not directional. But back face, so that it's not going through my mesh at any point. And see how it does. Not bad. But what I need to do, zoom out. Let's test it one more time, but I'm gonna throw down a mask up here. Now I should be able to just texture that right out like so. That works nice, doesn't it? Okay, we're gonna do that last. We're gonna do that last. Oh no! Let me see, did I make my buttons work?
Not to worry, we are still flying half a ship.
I did. Oh no! Okay, I got it. I didn't have to get up. This posture is I'm sorry to say, there's no correcting this posture. This is just how it is. You know, I really don't mind the camera. Basically any time, Captain Gingerbeard. I don't mind you guys seeing what a fucking mess I am for the most part. Alright, let's go back to our inflate brush and continue doing basic shape work. Which, because I have Z sub on, it's basically a deflate brush. It can interact funny with these hard edges, which is why I always come back in and smooth them out. You could do this with clay as well. Kind of like how sharp deflate can be. Yeah, slaves over a hot build plate all day. Truly, truly, I am put upon. What a life I lead. Smooth that seam out and stitch it together. Thank you. Switch to clay build-up. See if that doesn't work a little easier. It's not bad, really. It's up the intensity. It smooths real nice and easy. Let's just go with this. This is looking promising so far. Is this terrain for that store you were talking about on Sunday? This is for Battletech. In particular, Merlin, because I need to release a hill pack I've been working on for a little while. And this is sort of my proving to myself that my workflow is tenable. Now, that said, I am going to have more Conquest Hills in the near future, because as this workflow develops and stabilizes, it gets easier and easier for me to produce new stuff. Let's see. Yes, Marlon. Yes. In fact, a number of these files are probably going to be free, but I am more than happy to assist. I'm drawing a blank right now because I've talked to 2 people in the last few days about both Conquest and Battletech terrain, so I apologize, Merlin. I think for a moment there I was just thinking that it was somebody else I'd talked to about that. But, yes. As far as enhancing Battletech tables in local gaming stores, I'm actually looking to provide this to a number of stores over the coming months. Expanding the line quite broadly. Bring this down into a slightly smoother curvature. This kind of uneven. And again, a reason I love this stylus is I'm able to just kind of press more. So yeah, time stop. A lot of the hills that are going to be coming out in the near future are going to be in this desert style. I'm working on a slightly different visual style that has the same shape to it, just because this concave surface on the edge with the slightly wider top, I have found is really, really conducive to smooth gameplay. You're able to actually put your hex bases cleanly next to it and balance on top without necessarily, because like feet or arms tend to stick off the side of the base a little bit, and they can more easily fit into these spaces. So we're going to have a lot more of the desert style, and I'm going to be revamping the more rocky, mountainous style, just to be more gameplay friendly. How you doing, by the way, today, Merlin Models? Did we get a shout out, by the way? Could we please, for Merlin Models, one of my favorite recent acquisitions in my own follow list. Merlin runs a pretty slick stream, and is a very talented painter on top of everything else. Has just a lovely accent. It's important in a streamer, at least for, we all have different things that we value in streamers. One of the things that I value is a streamer that sounds good, because oftentimes, and I think you can probably sympathize, I find myself putting on streams to have in the background while I work on other things. So if a stream doesn't sound good, I can't really be in it. Whether it looks good or not, I need something that is pleasing to the ear, and Merlin Models most certainly is. I think a lot of folks probably put me on in the background while they work. Seems to be pretty common Twitch behavior overall. Smooth that out a little bit. Go. How is this looking overall? You'll notice when I move it, it goes to a lower poly count. That's because of how I did my subdivision levels. It goes to a lower subdivision to make it easier to manipulate. Subdivision levels are really, really interesting. They're a real basic feature of ZBrush that I've only just started to use. I'm not very good at it yet, but I've seen other people use them to amazing effect. It allows you to implement both micro and macro changes on your model very, very quickly, particularly if you change your mind on something. You can do stuff like, let me drop down to, this is what these look like on subdivision level 1, after everything that I've done here. This is what the number of polys we started with. And as I go up the subdivision levels, you can see it acquires more and more and more detail. And 7 puts it at about 500,000 points, which is pretty decent. Hey, what's up, DJ Trax? So now I'm gonna cheat. Are you ready for me to cheat? You ready for the cheating? Because this is my favorite part. I have been sculpting lots and lots of surfaces by myself, and then I found some really, really good surfaces and textures that are available with commercial licenses on ArtStation, and I've been using those more and more because they save me a shitload of time. So you sculpt out generally what you want the face to look like, and then, let me go ahead. Like, you could print this pretty much as it is and have it look pretty good, but I just want a little bit more detail. Now, before I do that, I do want to go ahead and mask tops here because I don't want to affect these. Keep this a little organically shaped because that's going to look better. Okay. That'll work. Now, I'm going to up my intensity a little bit. We're going to see where that lands us. I'm going to put myself around 54, 55. And we're just going to start going whoop. How deep is that? I'm going to go a little deeper. Go a little deeper. Let's up that intensity because I'm not making it very large. We'll put ourselves up to 65 and see if we regret it. Hey, what's up, Mafik? How you doing today, man? I got directional masking on? Let me see. Do not have directional. I do have back face. Let's try directional. That's a bit much. That's not bad. For some reason, that's hitting the top, but it shouldn't be. That poly group should be masked. Let's just do it manually. Oh man, what happened to my poly groups? Well, they went a little crazy. I have no idea why. But that is okay. Might have to fix that in a little bit here. I'll just remask the top. Turn mask by polygroups off so I can do it cleanly. Sure, a more experienced sculptor could say, oh, that happened because you did this thing. But, I don't know. I'm just going to redo it. Actually, it messed up my top surface a little bit. So let's just go through our undo history and until that goes away. Okay. That's better. Yeah. See, for some reason the poly group got confined down to these, and I don't know why or when. But that's okay. Don't have to. We can just fix it. Really, I already thought of a better way to do this mask, but I've started doing it, so we're just going to keep going. It's not that much work. Bump that brush size up. This is nice and clean. Let's check this mask from the sides. A little bit more right here. Make sure I get these corners. Alright, let's make that into its own. Oh god, I need to shortcut this. Make that into its own poly group. There we go. Hey, Plank Walker, it's good to see you. Tried making a gap at the top of the hills for Vergaderung's tree plug. So, the only thing that would stop me from doing that time stop is because then that locks the user into using trees in specific positions on the hills. Whereas, as it is right now, Merlin Models, by the way, I'm sorry, I'm probably missing things in chat because I'm doing this, but thank you for the reminder. I'm gonna finish this water before I start on any beers tonight. Yeah, this is the thing, all of these pieces of software, particularly Fusion and ZBrush, which are really powerful, are also really, really fiddly. I could crash ZBrush very easily. If there's one thing I've learned in the last 6 months or so of fiddling, it is a number of ways to crash this software very quickly. I've slowly had to learn the things that don't crash it. Again, very powerful, but a little twitchy. A little twitchy. But yeah, time stop. What stops me from doing that is that would lock you into using specific arrangements with the hills. Whereas right now, what you could do is you could just take his his basic frames and just put them on top of the hills for no particular loss of detail, for the most part, at least on the sides. Woke up after your cat giving birth to 2 kittens in the broken world. Oh, newborn kittens. Oh my god. Are we gonna get to see the newborn kittens? Because I'm afraid I need that in my life. Well, the same thing has happened down here. For whatever damn reason, I lost my poly groupings. So I'm gonna fix it. And it's not a big deal because I've discovered that it's actually pretty easy to just chop the bottom off to get a nice flat surface. It's still mostly flat. But I can go ahead and regroup that. Oop, nope, that was too much. That did everything facing that direction. I want an island, not facing. Hang on. Facing front island. There we go. It's mostly limited to what I want it to be. I think we can work with that. Z-Modeler, that brush is insanely powerful, and I barely have any idea how to use it. That's going to be my project. Oh. Oops. Turn my polygroup masking back on. I'm going to set it to about 85 so that it's not a completely... so it's not totally sharp. The transition line, it just eases. And there you can see what that's doing is it is 85% masked. So it's leaving... it's essentially affecting the other polygroups at 15% of its normal intensity. Alright. So this is honestly a pretty perfectly printable hill. I'm not totally sure that this is where I want my level of detail to be. I'm going to save this project and it'll be easy to come back in and edit it later. There we go. But this should be a functioning hill at this point. Now the question is, how much can I reduce this by without losing my details? So we're going to go into our decimation master. And I need to drop any masking that I have. I don't think I have any. But I'm just going to drop it, because if you try to do the Decimation Master with a mask active, like I was saying before, I've discovered many ways to crash this software. One of the fastest ways is to attempt to decimate your file with a mask active. That crashes it like every fucking single time. Let's try dropping it down to half, to 250,000 points. So it's going to analyze, process, and then reduce. Still looks pretty good. And we're at 250,000 points. My subdivision levels are entirely gone now, but that's fine. Take my draw size down. I'm going to very gently smooth this corner here. Very gently. Now let's try bringing it down again. Let's try for 150,000 points. See if that changes anything significantly. Oh my god, Gear Falcon, 18 months at Tier 2. Sir, are you out of your mind? Gear Falcon, how you doing today, man? Thank you so much for that resub. Oh, my camera froze. Oh, that's good to know. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Hang on a second. Trying NMM. How's it going for you? Hey, it works again. Thank God. Thank God I didn't have to get up. Great. Not really. That's always how non-metallic metal goes, though, man. Like, you're gonna do a lot of it that you hate until you do any of it that you like. And then after you like it for a little while, you're gonna come back to it and go, oh, actually, this sucks and I need to do it again. It's a constant growth process. I'm gonna try something real quick. Here's my damage maker brush. There it is. Drag rectangle damage. Let's bring it back up to 250,000. Yeah. And do a couple of those. Just to add some visual interest. Up our Z intensity. Double it to start with, up to 40. Just add a couple of cracks in the rock. Up our intensity again. You have to do that between brushes. Sometimes I forget. That's a pretty good one. I can work with that. Smooth this corner out so that it doesn't get its directional masking all funny. That's not too bad. Maybe what I'll do is just reinforce that a bit on top. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? I like that. Like how the unfrozen... Yeah, because I'm sitting over here and all the movement that I'm doing is really fine movement with my hand. In the future, I might change my camera angle for this. So that it's not quite as boring. Try something real quick. I'm gonna go to... Where's my move brush? It's probably under M. In what order do the letters of the alphabet go? That's probably something I should know. Let's go to move. Let's increase our draw size. And let's see if I can't just pull this in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. The move brush is one of the most crazy powerful brushes in all of ZBrush, but man, is it ever tricky. You see, these are just tiny changes that I'm making, but what I'm doing is I'm grabbing this surface and I'm pulling it in towards the inside of the model. Just to enhance the shape a little bit. But it's keeping all of the geometry consistent as I do that. One thing you learn about ZBrush is that what you're doing depends greatly on the angle you're viewing your model from, so getting used to manipulating the 3D space is pretty important. Dear Falcon, please feel free. I think that some of the detail will get lost in the prints. So if I got it wrong, that's why I test it. And that's usually why, like, I'll do high detail sculpting, and then what I do is I start dropping the level of detail. I decimate until I am at a level that... Because I try to shoot for, like, 150,000 points, depending on the model and how many flat surfaces that I have. Some of the detail will no doubt get lost. So you do your detail as deep as makes sense. And then, you know, you do your test print and you come back to fix it later. I've definitely done my share of prints where I thought something was deep enough and then I print it and it doesn't come out at all. Which is why you also learn to save your project as you work on it. Sides of the hills, I like putting my own sand/gravel, so having something for the glue to stick to. My ones I did, the gravel fell off. Was that on the desert hills or the rocky hills, Gear Falcon? The goal is to make this so all you have to do is dry brush it, but there's a lot of texture here, so if you really felt like coming in and doing some gluing down some sand or some grit, this should stick well. The rockier hills that I did before didn't have much side texture. So I could see that being an issue. Alright, overall, these look pretty good to me. Drop my draw size down and do a little bit of smoothing here. Not a lot. Just to take that funny little lip out. Drop my polygroup mask off. Ooh, didn't mean to go that far out. One important thing if you're working in ZBrush that took me way too long to learn, there's this amazing button over here. See, it says frame. It's actually under chat right now. But either the F key or frame, boop, just frames whatever subtool it is that you have selected. Took me way too long to realize that was a thing, but it's crazy useful. Do some final smoothing here. Put on top, this doesn't need to be anything but flat. Yeah, that's something that we've been talking about. You're right, disappointed that these aliens are integrated with the bases. Oh yeah, for another glorious day in the core, yeah. I was not a fan of the fact that the aliens' feet are built into the bases, which means that while the miniatures for another glorious day in the core are very, very nice miniatures for the price, it also means you can't put them on another base. I mean, you can, if you have them, like, stepping in something so you can't see their toes, or if you're willing to chop the bits of their feet off their standard bases. Like, I think I get why they did it, I just think it was a poor choice overall. Gus Schultz, how you doing today, man? Good to see you. Alright, I think this is ready for test printing. Let's try one more round of decimation. I think we can do 150k. Let's see what it looks like. Processing. Boom. 150,000? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty decent. Maybe we can go lower. Let's try 75,000. $75,000. That looks still pretty nice. At a certain point here in the decimation process, we're going to hit a point at which it no longer looks nice, but let's go a little lower. Let's try 35,000. Boop. I think that's still very printable. See, now you can start to see the polygons. Up here on the edge, on the smooth surfaces, the triangles are a lot more obvious. You will not see, like, until the triangles get huge, you won't see that on a 3D print. But I think 35,000 is about right. This is about where I'm gonna leave it for printing purposes. This level of artifacting for Gadarung it's not gonna show up at all. Like there, you can see the actual poly mesh now. This is what did it. With my polygroups got messed up when I did decimation. I can see that now. The Decimation Master is a pretty useful tool. It preserves shapes wherever it can and reduces polys on big flat surfaces. A little bit on the top, yeah, there's a little bit. It's that's probably not even noticeable. Like, this level, I doubt is even gonna show up in Cura. It's gonna read this as a flat level, or it might add 1 or 2 single layers here and there. My primary concern was just keeping an overall flat surface. Here's the other thing, too. This is as easy to correct as just doing a quick chop, boop, right across the top and on the bottom. That'll give you a nice, perfectly flat surface. Make it like 0.03 millimeters. Like, that's the thing for Gatorone. You can sit here and smooth the top, or you can just chop off the top 0.3 millimeters. Easy. We don't even need that much, Tawar. Don't even need that much. So that's something that I try to avoid doing, is I try to keep the interior hexes nice and flat, because the idea... Here's the thing. These are meant for FDM printing. They're not meant for resin printing. So texture fine enough to look like rocky ground is difficult to do. These I like to keep as precise as I can, because these are gameplay indicators. But the nice thing is, I can make multiple versions of this, so let's go ahead and save our project. And, oh, one thing I didn't do was update my size ratios when I started. That's about right, though. Z plugin 3D print hub. Let's export this bad boy to an STL. Where do I want to put it? 3D objects. Oh, because I have the window captured, you guys can't see my Explorer window, but I'm navigating my Explorer window at the moment in order to save this. Don't mind me, just doing invisible things. Oh, that's the wrong terrain folder. Here we go. Yeah. That's the intent for Gatorung, is you print this out, you take some texture paste, you swipe it over the top, you flock it a little bit, you dry brush it, you're good to go. Yeah, I try to save the flocking and the static grass for when there's multiple levels, kind of bunning it up against, like, if this were another level right here, say that this was the second level, this was the first, kind of keeping the flocking to the transition creates a nice, smooth visual transition. Alright, so I should have a file that I can work with now. Oh god, okay. Pardon me while I reconfigure. I like to use 3D Builder for some simple stuff. Let me see if I can just switch capture over to that while I do these cuts and get this ready for printing. No, you're not going to capture 3D Builder for me? It would be nice if you would. I'd appreciate it if you would. capture ZBrush, but you won't switch over to 3D Builder? Hang on. That makes me think that when I do this in the future, it's a good idea to have the multiple window captures set up. I didn't consider 3D Builder. Why won't you capture that window? Huh. For some reason, it will not capture 3D Builder, but I can do something else. There we go. Just a straight monitor view will do for now. Now, 3D Builder is an incredibly primitive piece of software overall. It doesn't do complex things super duper well, but one of the things I like to do on this are simple cuts. So let's go down 11.3. I'm going to keep the top. I'm just going to move this up until I've lopped off any weird artifacts on the bottom. Like right about there. And see, looking at it here, I might come in and do some more texturing on some of this, but it also, I think this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. We're going to see how the tester comes out. And then similarly, we're going to come up to the top. And we're just going to bring this down to right there. Give ourselves a nice flat top surface. I'll adjust my Z scale to be 22.5. And yeah. Wait, what's grouped here? Why are there groups? What is this? A little piece of rogue geometry that doesn't exist? Let's get rid of that. Okay. That should be a nice, clean, easy print. Open up Kira. I don't think so, Vergata. I think maybe it was just a piece that I chopped off when I was doing my modifications and didn't notice. It may have been just a funny little piece of hooked geometry, so when I did my split, it chopped off the top of the arc and it left a little piece off to the side. That's happened before, particularly when I'm using polygroups. The geometry can go a little funny. Oh, yes, here. Enjoy your look into my... the deep, dark Battletech folders that I have with random ancient renders and shitloads of files that haven't been released because they just never went anywhere. Yeah. Check something here real quick. We are at 3.38 megabytes, and that is fucking ideal. What do my PSR tokens look like? That was one of the first things I made in Fusion. I never really took that project anywhere, but I did make them. Let me see. Where were they? Oh, PSR tokens. I just say PSR on them, and they've got a little lip. And they're kind of chamfered so that they're easy to pick up and move around. The idea when I made them was that you could have a series of them that stack. So every time you took a PSR, you would put it next to the mech, and then when it came time to roll it, you would just remove a token, do a roll, remove a token, do a roll. I ended up never doing it, though. I'm way too lazy for that. So, I don't really need ironing turned on for these, because I flock the tops of them, so I don't really worry about that. I want generate supports to be turned off. Let's give it a slice. What are my layers looking like? I'm at 0.2, that's good for hills. Let's give it a slice and see how long it thinks it's going to take. You know what, something I should do, Kursala, is take a moment and go through my unreleased files and see if there's anything in there that's worth readdressing. Because I start a lot of projects that just get completely fucking dropped. 5 hours, 28 minutes. Nothing funny, no overhangs that aren't going to print. Those are all just fine. Alright. Well, give me just a second, folks. I'm going to get this loaded onto the printer real quick. I'm going to take a short bio break, and when I come back, I am going to fire up the cycle, and we're going to try to get a game in with Vergaderung. So I will be right back. That's a good idea, Vergaderung. Let's do that real quick. Let's just check it. Let's just check it. So our top layer, ooh, doesn't that look nice? See, that's why I do that little, like, 0.3 millimeter chop. That is a nice, pretty top layer. Let's check our first layer. Down to the bottom. Nice and clean. Nice, clean footprint. Look at that. 3D Builder is just really good at those very, very simple modifications. You can see the cubic subdivision going all the way up there. Chugga, 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 chugga. This is fun, by the way, for those of you who haven't done 3D printing before or who are new to Cura. You can use preview mode, and then over here on the right where my mouse is, you can just go layer by layer and watch exactly how it's going to build everything. Fascinating. Alright. There's an extend to floor option too if you don't want to make a cut but want it flat. Ooh, interesting. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to get this started, take my bio break. I will be right back, and then we're going to play some games for a little bit until it's time for the Storm Report, folks, so stick around. And we're back. How is everybody doing? Got myself one of these new Belgium triples. Ah, it's the business right there. Alright. Let me get this switched over right quick. Give me just a minute. Boop. And turn you off. So let me ask those folks who are hanging out in chat right now. Was that interesting? Watching me work on a file from its primitive up through the point where I'm starting to print it, because that's something that I had a reasonably good time doing it. We could do some more of that here on the stream. Get this saved and closed. All set. Because, I mean, we can do more of that. We can do more complex files. Kind of sheep to shawl, you know? Hey, OG oldie, how you doing? Yeah, we sat here and sculpted up a hill and processed it and got it dialed down into an acceptable range, previewed it, and it's on my printer right now. Hang on, that should be showing. But it's not. There we go. It is currently printing at this very, very moment. And I'm going to be continuing to learn how to operate ZBrush and doing more and more work in it. So I'm happy to share my progress with you guys. We could do some more experimental stuff. We could do... Hell, we could do a night where you guys pitch me ideas and I just fool around in the 3D space. We could do lots of different stuff. Maybe we'll start making one night a week just devoted to 3D sculpting. He's different from the other X-Tech hills. Same idea, oldie, but improved. Greater amounts of detail and in different shapes and arrangements. Bithron, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, man. How them Northwind Highlanders treating you? Are you working on new CGL mechs or your own 3D prints? Out of curiosity, we're going to go ahead and fire up a new game. And I'm going to try playing a round or two with our very own Vergataron, because I have not tried this yet, and I got approved for the closed beta today, so let me get this set up. Do I like survival games? Depends. A lot of the time, yeah, like survival and building games I enjoy quite a lot. Stranded Deep now has co-op. I've looked at Stranded Deep quite a lot, but I never picked it up. I always wish that, I know it wouldn't really fit with the story, and probably not with the atmosphere very well, but I always wished that Subnautica had some kind of co-op. I know that it has a really janky VR, which could be fun to try as well. I feel like that game in VR would be perfect, but it's like it was designed right in that region where developers weren't planning for VR, and man, they should have. I never played 7 Days to Die. Got it back up, threw together a crappy cardboard light box to photograph my updated Purple Squad Gimmish car. I hope we get to see him. Yes, Subnautica's amazing. I tried Subnautica Below Zero, and it just didn't do much for me. It really did not do much for me. Bithron, by the way, if you're working on them Highlanders and you feel like showing them off, we would absolutely love to see them. In fact, I'll go ahead and let everybody know. In case you're not aware, we do an art share segment at the end of every single stream called the Storm Report. And it is, you know, I encourage everyone to share their work. I've said it 1,000 times, I'm going to say it one more time. You are your own worst critic, and I don't mean in the sense that you're harshest on your own work. That's true also, but you are also uniquely unqualified to judge your own work. For the most part, it's very, very few of us who can judge our own work objectively, so I encourage everyone to share if you feel up to it, whether you just want to show off, whether you want to get some tips, whether you want some advice, you want to know how to move forward, please feel free to share with us. You can jump over into the Thunderhead Studio Discord by hitting exclamation point, I can talk, Discord. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. That will give you a link, or there should be a button down below my face there that'll also take you there. Go into the channel, mark the Storm Report, and go ahead and post up to... It's one picture. I shouldn't say up to. You can also get additional slots if you want to post more pictures by spending channel points right here on Twitch. I'll have to check it out, Gear Falcon. I've seen it plenty, I've just never played it. And get this pulled up, and I will get a capture window going, and I'll get my audio routed, and then I'll jump into a voice call with Verg, and we'll play a round. I don't know, I know very little about the new version of this game. I haven't played it at all. This is literally the first time I'm firing it up, so bear with me. See if I can get it to capture. Oh, there we go. I'll get the audio working. Hold on.
Drop. It's home. My name's Battletech. I run things up here. So, you want to be a prospector. I've seen all types try their luck on the surface. Some are relentless, stopping at nothing and risking it all. Others are the more furtive sort, using stealth and caution to beat the odds. Many drop as a crew, sharing the loot, never leaving anyone behind. And of course, they're the hunters, preying on other prospectors and taking their haul. Skill might keep you alive, but you'll need more than that to thrive on Fortuna 3. In the end, anything goes. And
I don't know where the UI is, so I'm just putting my face wherever seems to make sense.
Welcome to the frontier.
Thanks for recommending the Neptune 2. Haven't been able to actually find one yet, but still on the hunt. It's a fantastic machine. It's a fantastic machine. Also picked up a Mars 2 because my brain put 2 and 2 together, and I can prototype casting parts with it. I can't, in good conscience, say that it's not amazing having both an FDM and a resin printer, and both of those models are pretty fantastic. Wasn't sure if I should jump right into a resin printer without trying FDM first. If it has to be one or the other first, I recommend FDM first, just because it's harder, and by the time that you're used to printing an FDM, you're going to plug in a resin printer and go, what the fuck, there's like only 2 settings. Resin printing is very, very easy on the technical side of things. It requires more chemical handling, it requires probably more planning, and it can be a little fiddlier when it comes to getting good prints. But, that is 2 different people. I'm sorry, Gimishkar and OG Oldie, you both have pink names with roughly the same number of letters, and you typed right in a row, and I just conflated the 2 of you as the same people. Okay, well, in either case, OG Oldie, yeah, I think starting with FDM is not a bad idea at all. Resin printing is damn near plug and play. I think the most technically difficult thing you have to learn to do... What is this? This is a black screen. Do I get to play the game? What are you doing? Version 4.26. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's gonna make me do a tutorial. Simulation can be skipped by the escape menu at any time. Gear and acquired loot will not carry over to the station. Well, fuck you, tutorial. We're jumping in. Head first. hope I can come back to this later, because I'm probably going to want to do it. Can be accessed again from the station? Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Vergaderung's going to teach me how to play. I'm sure he won't steer me wrong. There we go. Pull up Discord. Jump into voice chat with Vergaderung. I'm going to move you over to this other channel real quick. Hang on. There's our active stream channel. Alright, let me make sure that that audio is also working, which it may or may not be. My audio is always such a damn mess. Let me see. That should be routed to D. That should be working. Vergaderung, say something for me if you don't mind. Hold on. Oh, I see why it's not working. Alright, try now.
Is that a new face on Prospect Station?
Not quite.
Come over to my bar and I'll show you the ropes.
Audio cable D? Oh, I had it muted. Oh, but it's still not, I'm still not getting you on my mixer. I wonder why that is. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why, but that's easily fixed. Voice and video. Output to D. I got all my virtual audio cables. Okay, try now, Verg.
Alright, how about now?
Hey, yeah, now I'm getting you. Everyone should be able to hear you. Alright. Log in 14 days during the closed beta for the Prospector skin. That's not even an option because it's over in 8. Continue. Look, I'm a man. I'm a spaceman in the station. Alright, now to figure out how the fuck to put you in a party with me. Open social overview. Now, are you playing on Epic? Chat is non-functional at this time.
It's Steam, I think.
You're on Steam? I'm on Epic. I wonder if that's going to be a problem for us. It may be. Clicking open social overview does nothing. It does nothing! Let's check out our menus here. Okay, here we go. Add friend. Enter the player's unique ID, full name with numbers. Let's see if it works across platforms here. I mean, it should. They're both PC.
Okay, so I got my name.
Okay, you know what? Give it to me, and I'll add you.
It's Vergaderung, all lowercase.
Is it 2 T's or 2 R's?
2 T's.
Okay, thank you. Number?
58845.
58845?
Yep.
There you are. Add friend.
Ring.
Oh my god, we're friends. This is amazing, you guys. This is incredible. The greatest game I've ever played. Kursala wants to know if you're wearing your Thunder shirt.
No.
And I agree. If you're not, please immediately strip and go put on your Thunder shirt. just immediately. Invited me to a squad. Oh my god. So we're going to be talking to each other, but nobody else that we deploy with. I'm sure they're going to love that.
I don't think we deploy with anybody.
Don't you deploy in, like, teams or something?
It's an option, but it's not. It's not necessarily.
I'm just gonna push the button that makes us go. I'm not even gonna look.
Oh, you gotta talk to the dude.
Oh yeah, I gotta talk to this asshole over here, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta talk to this guy.
Bat him. Good old badum-dum.
So, you want to be a prospector?
So we're in the same team, but we're not in the same.
First things first.
The same, like,
Head to
station
any of the
instance?
faction headquarters.
Yeah,
and
I
pick
don't
up
think
a
so.
contract.
But
figure it out.
That'll get
when
you
we
your
launch,
name
it'll
on the
put
work
us together.
roster and your first task on the surface.
Come
Don't
back
worry
when you've
about
got a
which
contract.
faction
Okay.
to start with. You can take jobs from
So you can
any
talk
of
to
them
all
any
3 of
time
them.
later on.
I'm
Come back
gonna
when you
talk
got
to
a
literally the
contract and
closest
I'll
one.
get you started with some spare gear.
Well, you should talk to all 3 of them because they give you 3 different things to do while you're down on
Okay,
surface.
fine. I'll talk to all of them. God. Nickel run. Mine nickel veins using my pickaxe. You know what? I can do that. Vadim Tanayev. Seemed like an okay guy. Oh no, it took the other ones off my map. I gotta go find them myself.
Yes, they're
ICA Armory, is that one of them? Yeah, I think
yep.
so.
And the Osiris Armory.
Okay.
Those 2
a
are right
Strider.
next to each other.
I'm all over it. Got 2 contracts. And here's Osiris. Yeah, I remember, this station from the first version of the game, but yeah, all the colors have been kind of muted. What's up, science guy? Acquire hardened metals, drop down to Fortuna, search in and around buildings for some hardened metals, then deliver them back to Osiris. I got it. We have got some contracts. I'm gonna go talk to Bartender Man.
Yep.
Oh hey, legit Slav Russian Guyovich. My name is Russian Guyovich. I am a henchman exchange program. Welcome
All that
package.
free
It's just a
gear
bunch of
won't
guns.
help if it's not equipped.
Yep.
Open your inventory to check your
Stuff
loadout.
you need.
Be seeing. Your safe pockets
Alright,
won't
I guess
be
I
able
should
to
be
carry
armed with
all your
something,
loot.
shouldn't
Equip a backpack.
Trench gun. Okay, they gave me just a bunch of shit, so I need to put a backpack on. I assume they gave me a bunch of shit because I can potentially lose a lot of it.
Good.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't want to
everything.
go down there unarmed. Pick
I've
a
lost
weapon
most
to
of it
equip.
already.
I don't know what's good, so I'm gonna take an
Now,
auto
remember to
rifle
take
and a
some
pistol
ammo.
just
Make
because,
sure it
you know,
fits the gun
why
you
not?
choose. Light, medium, shotgun. You get the idea.
This uses what? Medium ammo, I'm gonna guess.
A rifle's medium, the pistol's light.
Yeah, assault rifles and light machine guns. Okay, so I want some...
A quick grenade throw
Medium
or emergency health stim could
and
make
some
all the
light.
difference.
I'm not gonna take, like, a whole lot. I assume I can find some ammo down there.
Rarely, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got grenades and stims. I'll take a
Shields
stim.
are a necessity. Unless you're one of those crazy scavengers
some
that drop
body
down near
armor.
naked. A mineral scanner will help
And
you
a
find
mineral
valuable
scanner.
ores. A must-have for any real prospector. Okay,
And
you're
now
all
we're ready to
set.
rock, yeah?
Head to the launch
Yeah.
terminal.
All right, let's go
From there,
gather some
Oh,
stuff.
if you go into
onto Fortuna
your tab
3.
menu
Yeah.
and character, there's actually a couple of characters you can select from if you wanted.
Oh, I can be a lady.
Yeah, it took me a long time to figure that out.
Oh, yeah, and there's a bunch that you can unlock, potentially.
Yeah.
Guys with, like, helmets and wacky stuff going on. I like this dude with his sweet specs. I'm gonna be this guy.
Yeah, that's the one that I picked.
No, we can't be the same guy. Oh, what about this guy with his hat? He doesn't have a hat. He just has a stupid look on his face. He's got an okay hairdo. You can change it at any time, right? I'm gonna be blue hair lady.
Oh,
She
yeah.
seems awesome. I like blue hair lady. I can be anything I want to be. Damn it. Alright. Item insurance on, off. There's a cost. How many Ks do I have? How many monies? Do I have 30,000? I'm just going to pay for it because I'm probably going to die. So we got to kill a Strider, acquire some nickel, acquire hardened metals. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's make it happen. He doesn't quite have the Miller, Roland. If he had the true Miller, I might have gone with it.
Alright, I'm writing it up. So it should put us pretty much right next to each other.
I hope so. Oh, fair enough, Roland. You're not the only one who thinks so. Coming down on a drop pod. Seems to have some good retro burners on it.
Yeah, there you are.
Hey, look at you with your specs.
And we actually have a outline, which is nice.
I'll be damned. Hey, I can ping. Look at that. It's even, like, intuitively mapped. Okay, what the fuck are we doing? Please lead. Are there other players here that we can potentially encounter?
Oh, yeah. All over the place.
Sweet. We're definitely gonna die.
Oh, definitely. Oh, high danger. I've never been up here.
High danger. Well, maybe go the other way.
So we're on the top of the map. We're totally unexplored territory.
Oh. Well, you're absolutely right. So we have to go further into the high danger jungle to get to the rest of the map. Stupendous. Thanks for dropping us here, computer.
Yeah, it's always dropped me at the low end. But that must be for single players and...
I'm gonna try to stay about 30 feet away from you or so. Looks like there's a base up here.
Yep.
Where the fuck did you just go? Oh, I see.
So there's mantling.
So the other problem here is that I suck at first-person shooters in general, so this is gonna go great.
Ah. This doesn't appear to be much at all. Oh, hey, there's a gun. A rusty auto rifle. Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna start heading down into this dig site.
There is fall damage, so watch out.
Okay. How do I use my mineral scanner? I assume that's gonna become relevant at some point.
Yes, you have to hold Q. You see on the lower right, you have your tool and your other gear.
Boop. Oh, I just did a scan.
Yep. And you have to look around and see a little ping.
It's showing me the pings. Okay, so there's some down there towards the bottom of the dig site.
Yeah.
Let's head down there. So the problem is I know that guys like DLG, Daylight Gamer, play this fucking game, and I feel like he's just gonna pop out of fucking nowhere and completely wreck me.
Oh, yeah.
Like personally, he's gonna do that.
That's every single time I've come down here has died like that. So also there are aliens around.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. It showed minerals over here. But I don't know what they look like.
Oh, they're on the other side of this big-ass rock.
Oh, there's some right here. Whack it with my pickaxe, I assume that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yep. And then they're little glowing things, and you pick them up.
Yeah. How many nickel did I need for my mission?
Who?
Show contracts. G. I have 2. Okay, we're good. I've got my required amount. Can I sell more if I pick it up?
Yes, but I also need 2.
That's quite the pickaxe swing. Really double arming it. There's some for you. Yeah, I should make sure nobody runs up behind us. Seems like a good idea, right? Need a whole Thunder Squad for backup. You know, I'm not at all opposed to that. If this game seems entertaining to people, and we enjoy it, I wouldn't mind. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, there's bad men above us.
Yep. Oh, that's you.
Yep, please don't shoot me. Let's go up this road. Get the fuck out of this canyon. I'm trying to keep some overwatch here.
Okay, it sounded like they started fighting somebody else.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to loop around here and see if I can't put eyes on them. Because it seemed like they were at the top here. I don't see anybody. Where's my health? It's really, really low. I'm going to use a med pack.
I hear him.
I just saw him move. I'm going to move up. Moving on the left. Oh, he just shot at me. I'm going to flank around to his left. lost him. I'm moving left further into the facility, trying to get eyes on where he might be. I don't think they're above us.
I hear an enemy.
Hitting myself with another heal. Wow, the health consumable doesn't heal me for shit.
Nope. They suck.
They suck real bad. I'm just gonna have to use all of them.
You hear him?
I think I hear him, but I'm not sure where. I definitely hear him. I have no idea where.
I think he's bugged out.
How do I crouch? Oh, it's
C?
C. Okay, it's toggle. Let's just wait here forever and maybe they'll never kill us. Greg the Salt Miner, thank you for the resub. How you doing, man? Alright, I'm gonna move up a little bit here. I feel like they're just waiting for us. But we gotta figure out where they're at. Unless they moved off. I went around to the other side of the wall. Not seeing anybody on the tracks. There's a horrible monster in towards the facility. Be aware of that if you end up moving in closer to the cliffs. He looks big and terrible. I'm not going to fuck with him. Why don't we continue moving this way? Forgot our own.
Okay.
Are there trains on these tracks?
I have no idea.
Oh, there's a dropship coming in right there. Let's not fuck with that. Let's move this way. Let's just get the fuck out of here. I don't want to tangle with whoever this is. We can find resources elsewhere.
So I'm at half health and I didn't remember to bring any health consumables.
I have none, so let's try not to get shot. Let's do the rest of our contracts and just get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Alright, checking my contracts. We need hardened metals, we have to search structures, and we have to kill a strider. So we need to find a strider and find a structure to get hardened metals. What are you shooting? Oh, okay, I see what I thought you were shooting at somebody and I was concerned.
No. I found Titan ore.
I'll take one.
Two. So the cool thing is when you've mined everything... Oh, there's another nickel.
I'll keep a look down the cliff, make sure whoever that is doesn't come up on us. This game is kind of interesting so far.
So when you've mined everything in a specific... Oh, here's another one.
Yeah, it like disintegrates.
Yeah.
There's some more up here. A ZBrush that goes pew pew pew. Yeah, this is not exactly ZBrush. We did some of that earlier. Greg the Salt Miner. We actually took a file sort of from sheep to shawl and got it put on the printer.
Oh, now it's getting foggy.
Wait, does the storm still encroach like it did in the first version of the game?
I have never played... I never even heard of the first one, so...
It was like in Battle Royale when you have a decreasing area to play in, there was a storm that would close in on you. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Not that I know of.
Alright, let's check our maps real quick and figure out where we're going. There's a crashed ship to the west, north uplink to the southeast. Either one of those should be probably good to find the hardened metals. We can go back into the dig site. Whoever was down there might have left by now. Or we just need to find a few things. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's go back in. Don't get shot. Are there multiple maps?
Not yet.
Okay.
But there will be. So the maps are instanced, and they last for 6 hours. But stuff respawns as long as no one's nearby.
So, like, fresh players can drop down into this map that we're on?
Yes. Yeah, and you'll see it. You'll see the drop pods.
I don't know what this is that I just picked up.
What?
Wait, I'm gonna put it in the thing. Does it go in the thing?
It looks like it
seems,
should.
It seems like it should fit in there, but... There we go. What did
Got
that
it.
do?
Oh,
Turned on some lights?
yeah.
Okay, let's go see what
Oh,
that
this can be in the dark, can it?
Oh, there's lasers. I don't know what the lasers do.
Did
Why
we
don't
turn
you
on
walk-
lasers?
Why don't you walk through it and see what it does, Brigadarum? What's the worst that could happen walking through the laser? Oh, is just an alarm for other players, maybe?
No idea.
Look around and see if there's anything good in there. I'm gonna keep a lookout out here.
There's some energy barriers.
Can you get through it?
Oh, I hear.
I think they're
I hear
above
some
us.
footsteps upstairs. Oh boy.
I'm gonna slowly move around the building. Can you get out without setting off that fucking alarm again? If so, get out here.
I'm going upstairs.
It is kind of a Battle Royale style game, Gear Falcon. Oh, you went upstairs.
Yeah, I think I can get out from up here. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go around without going through the fucking lasers. Keep an eye out.
I'm right behind you.
Where the fuck are hardened metals?
Uh,
Ooh, I like this big truck. This is a cool design. It's huge.
that is cool.
Where do I find
Wow.
hardened metals? Forgot. Oh, dropship. Coming in.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for where that's going. It'll give us an idea for where somebody is.
Well, if it's coming in, they're trying to leave.
Yeah. But also they might have
That's-
stuff. And we could take their stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a little far away though. You only
That
have
truck is huge and I like it. Yeah, it's going further than I thought. Don't worry about it.
you only have a few, like maybe 30 seconds to get to it before it takes off.
What are these map waypoints? Let's go to the closest one. That's a direction.
They should be the You're given your own exfiltration points.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move in the direction of this one, and maybe we'll find another facility where we can get hardened metals.
Yes. Also, you don't have to do everything all at once.
Like, we could leave and come back and do that later. Spinal
Yeah.
Base 1X.
I mean, somebody
I think
killed
somebody probably killed a monster here.
Strider. Yeah.
There's some crates over here. Electronic cable, shard slicer, nutritional bar.
Nice. Found a hydraulic piston. Oh my god, you can go under and fight around these things.
Audio decoy, light converter, gas grenade. You can make fake gunfire to distract people. That's kind of cool.
Neat.
I'll take some ammo. There's some light ammo over here if you need it. I don't know what weapon you're using. I think
Yeah,
I
I
fired
got
like
a-
3 shots this whole time. Not a fan of PvP and hate Battle
where is
Royale
it?
games. So Gear Falcon, this has it's forward to the right by that barrier. This has PvE and PvP aspects. You don't actually have to fight anyone. There's just the possibility that you will. You come down to this planet and you complete missions and do puzzles. And also other players are coming down here, so it's like a war over resources. In theory, you can hunt other players to take their resources, too. This is a lot more grounded than the original version of the game, which was very floaty and kind of, almost Fortnite-y. I remember because I had a jetpack and a grenade launcher right off the bat, and it was ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
So we want to find a Strider, whatever that is, and kill it.
It's a little reddish-brown alien with on two legs.
Okay. Hang on, I'm going to check my map real quick. We're close to North Uplink and Base Camp. If we go directly east... If we go west, we'll get to the comms tower. Maybe hardened metals there? Let's go west. Hit the comms tower, find these fucking hardened metals, and then get the hell out of here. See if maybe we find a strider on the way.
Yep.
Trying to stick to cover as much as I can. I hear a monster beast, but I don't know what kind or where. Close to it. Where is it? Oh, that's a big one. I don't think that's a strider. Let's stay away from that. Looks like it's picking its nose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, leave that alone.
I think that one's Jeff. We should leave Jeff alone.
Yeah, Jeff, he's fine on his own.
Oh.
Get away from him.
How did that happen?
I killed a strider. I think it killed you first, though.
Oh, that thing is a marauder.
Fucking guy.
He's a marauder.
Oh no! Oh, I keep running into more monsters. Oh no! I'm gonna run until my stamina stops. Oh, there's more monsters. Oh, this is horrible.
If you kill all of them, you can go back to my body and pick up my gun and...
Well, I don't think that's about to happen. I just don't see that as a possibility at this point, for Godorung. I'm terribly sorry. I'll try to loop around. How about that? Shutdown warning. Game is about to shut down. Please evacuate.
What? Oh, is that map near its 6-hour end?
Oh no, there's also a hostile person up here. I'm gonna catch my breath and hopefully not die immediately. Nope, nope. He has grenades. Here, have some gas, motherfucker. Pop your stupid head back out. We're gonna have to try this again for Godorung.
Yep.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I left a cloud of gas. He can deal with that. I fart and then I run away. This is my strategy in life. It's my strategy in the cycle. I can't get through this gate. That's problematic. I'm just gonna hide over here. Maybe you won't see me. Damn it, how did I get stuck in a corner? I don't know the map. Fart and run away. Yes. It's a flawless strategy. Leave me alone, other person. How do I call for an evac? I just want to get the fuck out of here.
You go to one of those map mark locations, and you press Y.
Okay, I'm 100 meters away from one. I might be able to make it. For Godorung, I'm so sorry I couldn't retrieve your stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
Somebody else's stuff is on the ground here. I got a helmet. Nothing quite like scavenging the dead. Press Y to call evac ship. Beep 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 beep. Okay.
Oh, also, you have 5 pounds that you can put in your safe pocket in your inventory.
Okay.
Even if you die, yes, you won't lose that.
Okay, that's good to know. Evac ship is on the way. I'm just gonna hold what I got, and hopefully this guy doesn't come up behind me.
So, like, put that nickel in there.
I see. I'll worry about the hardened metals when we come back. Evac ship is almost here.
The train...
Evac ship is interesting. It kind of announces that somebody's trying to evac, so like that was my first thought is, we can go to that evac ship, maybe we can kill someone. Alright, ship is on the ground. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because that's how it worked in the old game, was the evac ship got called, and everybody on the map would go to it, and then there was like a huge battle to see who would escape from the planet and who wouldn't.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we are about to take off. Hey, I lived. I lived. I'm so impressed with myself. Loot value 3,000. I got enough. I got at least 4 nickel. So I think, can I give you some?
No, I put mine in my pocket. I kept the nickel.
Okay, I gotcha. I found a helmet in maximum condition, just lying on the ground. Somebody must have got shot not in their head. Acquire nickel, kill a strider, both completed. The only thing we didn't do is acquire the hardened metals. We'll try that again on the next drop. This is kind of neat.
So then you go back to those places that you completed the thing, turn it in.
And be like, here, I got you some metal.
Then they give you more
Looks like you made it
missions
back
to do.
in one piece.
Okay.
Not everyone survives their first encounter with Fortuna 3. Now, go check with whichever faction sent you out and claim your contract's rewards.
I don't know exactly what these rewards are, but I will take them.
Alright, good job handling that. Come back to the
Leveled
bar.
up.
There's a few more things you should learn.
New items. KM9 Scrapper, rapid-firing shard SMG. Close range. Okay.
I'm trying that one out now.
Veltasite scanning module. Okay, so you can look for more advanced materials. Oh yeah, and there's a new contract for finding Veltasite. Compound sheets. Got it. I will accept finding compound sheets. Like this game tried to get into the playtest 2 weeks ago but didn't get an email. I just got mine this morning, Ren, and they extended the closed beta through to the 8th, so I've got about a week to play it and see how I like it. I played the original The Cycle, which I think is still available. It was not as interesting as this version. Leveled up with ICA. New items, Bulldog, Shotgun, limited... Oh, it's a shotgun pistol. Okay. Deliver scrap metal. Hooray, new contracts. And I didn't, lose anything, so, sweet.
Yeah, successful first run.
I sacrificed you to do it, but I did it.
How's it going? Here are a few materials and some K-marks for a job well done.
Crypto marks.
Now put them to use over at the public crafting
ICA
station.
script.
You can craft more advanced gear there. It'll make your life as a prospector a
Crafting
whole lot
station.
easier. Trust me.
Let's go take a look at that.
Aye. See.
I think this is a huge improvement over the initial version of the game. Like, this is innately more interesting.
Yeah.
Consumables, combat medkit, combat stim. Yeah, the combat stim is 30, the medkit is 100, so I can see how that might be good to get. Armor, restoration shield. I don't really have the materials to build any of this stuff. But utilities. I can make myself a backpack, a medium backpack. That's probably a good thing to spend my resources on.
Yeah, you got them.
Can't make any of these weapon mods yet.
It'll take an hour, but...
Oh yeah, 1 hour. And that just, will that run whether I'm online or not, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll start it, and then in a little while, I'll have a backpack. Oh shit, it's Bill Brasky. There's a quick shop. How much do things cost?
The stims are weird. They are far too heavy. They're like 5 pounds a piece.
Alright, let me check my inventory here. I have a helmet. So how can I move, just drag things? From my backpack to my inventory, it looks like.
Yep. Or you can right-click.
Okay. Oh, that's much easier. That's much easier. Projectile penetration increase. I'm not going to use that on anything because I don't know what weapons I like yet. Keep my mineral scanner. Drop that nickel, the altered nickel. I assume I can sell that later. I'm not going to worry about it for the moment. I've got a good amount of ammunition for everything. Backpack. My shield only has 10 durability off of it. My helmet is good. My weapons look good. I think we're just going to go for another one. What do you say?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's drop down there and see what we can get. Oh, there's some people dancing. That's... Well, it's definitely an online video game. Alright. Search Korolev structures such as East Collection Point for scrap metal and compound sheets. And then search structures for hardened metal. So what we need to do is find Korolev structures specifically. This game is much more compelling than the first version was. That one was fairly silly and cartoonish. But yeah, folks,
sounds
if
like
this
they
game
were
looks
trying to copy
interesting to
Fortnite,
you,
right?
if this game, a little bit. If this game looks interesting to you at all, you know, check it out. And when it releases, I would love to get a proper squad together, all on voice comms. Now, you can launch with a team.
Point?
It said swamp.
Well, we are right
Moderate
next
danger.
to the Southwest Collection Point.
Is that the type of building we're looking for?
I think so.
East collection point, southwest I mean, I assume that a collection point is a collection point. Our extraction points are on the other side of the map. One of them's at the east collection point, so let's hit southwest collection point and then move to east.
Yeah. So we got to go a little
Looks
bit
like
north.
it's just to our northeast. So let's see if we can get to the top of the cliffs this way. I hear a
This thing
monster
looks
someplace.
looks like a right fancy sci-fi gun.
As is good and proper.
Oh, that is a big guy.
Hang on, I think we can get through the fence here. There's a hole right here.
Excellent.
And let's just move right on into the structure. Keeping an eye out for assholes. There's some monsters out here, but I'm not going to shoot at them if I don't have to. It's just going to draw players.
Metallic alloys is not what we're looking for.
Hunt around in here and see if we can't find anything good. I wish there's a way to, like, highlight items. I'm not sure what they look like.
When you
Will
get
they
real
be in
close to
crates?
them, they have a white outline. So there'll
Okay.
be crates, and then there'll be I found some ammo. What ammo are you using?
Found some scrap metal. Light and medium.
There's some medium in this crate over here.
I found 1 scrap metal. I need 5 more. Oh, thank you. Gear Falcon? Absolutely, dude. This is exactly the kind of game, like, as I play it right now, I can see the benefit to having, like, a well-drilled team behind you that knows what the fuck it's doing and knows how to work together.
The thing I like the absolute most is that outline that you have.
Yeah, that's really quite convenient.
It's so good. I think I hear
Doesn't seem to be
somebody.
that much to loot in here. Hang on, I'm stopping to listen.
Hard to tell with the rain, but I think I heard somebody outside.
I feel like I just heard somebody running. I'm coming to you. I think we got everything in here. Let's move outside.
A lot of stuff we need will be just sitting out on top of these crates. In
Incoming
other places.
evacuation ship. I see pods dropping in. Evacuation ship is dropping very close by. There's going to be people nearby. Pods just dropped to the northeast. Alright, so we're going to want to continue heading northeast from here, so let's circle around.
God damn
Check
metallic
the exterior
alloy.
for loot.
Found a crate. Cables.
I'm going to have to learn to
Another
check
crate.
my directions more so I can actually yell where I see things.
Medium muzzle brake.
Nice.
But-
That evacuation ship just took off, so if anybody was in the area, they're gone.
Yeah. Put that on your, what did you say, assault rifle?
Yeah.
So when you go into your inventory,
It's like middle click, right?
yep, middle click. And then you can just
Hey.
right click on
Nice. Very nice.
so many So many metallic alloys. Why?
Well, for those interested in playing, the beta is open for another week. Go to Steam or Epic Game Store and request access. If you don't get in, no big deal. This will be releasing in a couple of months, and we can play the full version.
Yeah, the full version. Oh, hold on. Sounds like
Somebody's fighting over
away.
there. We're moving in the opposite direction. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
traitor.
I'm gonna move around him. Oh, we're gonna have to go through him. There's one on this side, too. Take yours. I got mine. Never mind, I got them both. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's just head right through the gate and keep on going. See if we can get to the other collection point. That should have more resources at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head up into the
Oh,
hills
the
and then stop. to
crouch
check
is
the
a
map, 'cause I
toggle,
really
but the
don't
run
know.
isn't a toggle.
Yeah, it is. My sprint is toggle.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Alright,
it's
I'm
a
just
setting.
looking at my map real quick. Base camp is at the center. I mean, well, I guess we just go right through it, yeah? Let's follow this track, or I guess we can't. There's a cliff face here.
You might be able to go up.
Maybe we can go around to the right.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look promising. Let's head the other direction.
I think the other direction's a,
Brain dead doctors, I assume doctors, might be DRS. They extended it through to the 8th, I believe.
Yep.
And it shouldn't matter if you're on Steam or Epic. Right now, Vergaderung's on Steam, and I am on Epic, and we're playing together. There's assholes down to the left, monsters. Let's just avoid them. This looks like
Yep.
maybe we can loot something in here. Is this the base camp? This is. We're moving into the outer reaches of base camp. Looks like there's a facility in the center there, in the mountain. Let's look around out here and then head in there, assuming we survive. This looks promising. Is there a flashlight button?
only if you equip one.
Oh, I have to actually select equipment I want to use? That's wacky.
And it's kind of alright.
I guess I'll just strain my eyes really, really hard. I hear horrible monstrosities, but I don't see them.
So the green power symbols mean you can open a door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, I guess it makes sense when you say it.
A monster?
There are great glowing tentacles that make me very uncomfortable.
They're like... Oh.
It,
Oh
it
boy.
doesn't like you. It curls up when you get close.
They're like a combination of a pitcher plant and a lamp fish. Lantern fish.
Oh my Christ! Huge monster right in front of us. Move. I went forward and right. I'm outside. It chased me.
Yeah, it's chasing you.
Okay. I'm gonna try to lead it away and get the fuck away from it. Oh no! Oh, it's much faster than I thought.
Yeah,
I'm going down the mountain.
yeah, I'm barely hurting it.
I think it lost track of me, Vergaderung, if you can get away from it.
Yep, it found me.
There's some stairs here we can go down.
Okay, I think I lost it.
There's a smaller beastie down here.
Those
that I'm
things
gonna
are
try not
terrifying.
to aggro. Move very slowly over in this direction so that it doesn't see me.
Oh, it's on me.
Oh fuck! It spits fire.
Yeah, it's like a weird acid thing.
Well, we killed one anyway. Thing up top. is shooting at us, I think. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Because I'm getting hit by something, I'm down to half health. Let's move on. Let's stop this fight. It seems non-productive. This is gonna be easier as I learn the map more. Hey, what's up, Arkrave? How you doing, man? Forgot to run. What are you doing?
Sorry. I was looking at a head to see if I could pick it up, but it's 20 weight. It's so heavy. I don't even know what you need. Maybe you mount them on walls in your quarters or something.
If we continue heading northeasterly, we can get to an evac point that may also have resources we need. So let's do that. Yeah, east and then north. Where's that dropship coming down? Just trying to avoid it.
Looks like...
Oh, that one took off.
Well, there's another one that came down to our east-southeast.
Well, let's not go south. We're going north. Oop, I didn't mean to shoot that bullet.
Let's not go this way. Bang! Let's go this way. Bang!
I didn't take a med kit or a stim, and I feel foolish for having not done that. Why are there... Oh my god! There it is.
That guy blends in real well.
He really did. I'm gonna move around to his left. Alright, let's keep moving up the road here. We're almost to the east collection point. 2 drop pods just came in directly ahead of us.
Oh, fun.
Well, fortune favors the brave. Just be cautious, because I think they're inside this facility. I'm not gonna seek them out or try to murder them if they're willing to move on without fucking with us.
Every single person I met has killed me.
I think it's just instinct. You see a person, you fucking shoot at them. I'm just not gonna initiate it, that's all. We're close enough to call evac, but I'm not gonna do it yet because I want to find more stuff. You chose an interesting direction to go, Forgotten. I'm gonna follow you.
Oh, there's another one of those power thingies.
Oh, there's a port for it over here.
Yeah, no, I said there's a port over
there's
here. There's probably a port
ports.
over there. Yeah, it looks like we might have to get two of them.
3 of them.
2 or 3 of them.
So
to
if we
open that
find
door.
power cells, maybe we can open some stuff up, huh? Huh? I'm gonna check upstairs.
I'm gonna check down here.
Okay. Keep an eye out. We know there's some assholes in the area. They might be nice people, but they're probably assholes. There's a couple crates up here. I'll see what's in them. There's a good viewport up here where you can see the road to see if anybody's incoming. I don't see anybody. Compound sheets? Excellent. I need those. Polymetallic prefabricate and electronic cables.
Here's some, Is that you firing?
Who's shooting? Yeah, that's not me.
It's very close to me.
Yeah, I heard him. I'm gonna move around to your right. Yeah, his big thing is his loot inside, but the door's locked, so yeah, I think we need power cells to make that work.
On a big switch.
People are real close to me. Real close. I can hear them walking. This is gonna
If you
end
crouch,
badly.
you make a lot less noise.
This is gonna end badly, Verg. Is leaning something you can do in this game?
I didn't see... I saw there was like a toggle for it, but I didn't see any keybinds for it.
Footsteps seem to be moving away from me. There's a laser grid on this door behind me, so I'm gonna trust that that will make a lot of noise if someone comes in behind me. I'm moving down a ramp into the facility. I have no idea what's down here.
I would really like for them to not be here.
Yeah, I'd like that too, but they are, and at least there'll be a loud noise if they come in this tunnel.
I found one of the power things.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm on the level beneath you. Kind of looking around. I'm going to come back up in a bit. I'm just seeing if there's anything down here worth getting. It's a long tunnel. Yeah, learning the map is going to be really helpful. There's some loot down here. There's a pink key. Not a key, but a thing that... Backpack full. Safe pockets. Wait, safe pockets are full? What do you mean?
You can only carry 5 pounds.
Oh, metallic alloys are heavy as shit.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop picking those up randomly then. Dead drop.
Is that you?
No. What's a dead drop?
I don't know.
Says I can
Oh,
deposit items? I have no idea what it does. I assume it does something. I'm gonna put something in it? No, it's an objective thing? Okay. Well, then it's not for me, probably. Because I don't have anything that told me to use it. There's this pink key. You do not have the required item. Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, it's good to know that those exist. Alright, let's go back up.
Did you wear a
I'm not
helmet?
gonna
There's a
sprint.
helmet up here.
I do have a helmet on.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back up.
Hydraulic piston. Sure. So I haven't heard them for a little while.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't heard this alarm go off, so they're not down here with us. I'm gonna move back up to where we were. I'm not gonna go through the fucking laser grid, because we know that's a terrible idea. Where'd you find a
So
power thing?
I found a big switch over here to the left. So
Oh, there's a power thing in
Yeah.
a dealie.
I don't know if you're able to. Yeah, you are able to pull them out.
Oh, that is what had the grid on. Okay.
Huh!
Well, let's take it. So you can move these between...
Yeah.
Wait, this door just shut. Because it's not powered. Oh, okay. Well, let me find one of those ports.
So I just found another one inside here. So
But you have
You-
to have
you
one
need-
already plugged in to get in there.
you need multiple people
Yeah.
to work on these.
It's an interesting setup.
Because I found. So while don't plug that back in.
I'm going to one of the first ones that we found.
No. We need that so I can open the door to get out.
Well, I'll be there in a minute. Just hold on. Because I just opened another door. Oh no,
Well-
you need multiple power cells to open these doors.
Yes. So when you power that on, it turns force fields
Okay, I'm
on
coming.
that cut off these side rooms.
I'm coming back. There's more to this game than I realized.
This is really cool. I haven't seen any of this.
There's like puzzles.
Yeah. All right. So you turn that on. It opens this door, right?
Yep.
But it turns on these force fields that you can't get
Oh, there's
past.
power cells right here.
They were in the side rooms I collected when you turned that thing off.
You are a wonderful person. Let's take these this way.
Yeah. I want to see what's in that door that requires 3. Because now we have 3.
We do have 3. I closed this door, so if it opens again, we know somebody's in here. Alright, I got one there. I'll go get the third one. Ren, don't be a pessimist. I realize we're coming up on the storm report. I will try to make this quick, folks.
Yeah, we can evac.
Yeah, once we get this, I'm calling the fucking evac ship. We're getting the hell out of here.
Yep. Ooh, I can kind of see what's in there.
I'm coming back with the third one. We're gonna open this up, and then somebody's gonna fucking kill us and take our stuff. Calling it.
I hear some gunfire.
As long as it doesn't get any closer.
It's way away.
Okay, good.
I think I also hear an evac.
Yeah, me too. Hey, there's crates in here. Grenade, strong stim. That is good, because I need that.
A miniature reactor? I need one more compound sheet.
Go ahead and punch myself up with a little bit of health.
Light ammo. Oh, guns. What's that beeping?
Oh, that door only stays open for a moment, then it closes. So you could remove the power cells. And you could still get out. Like if somebody tried to trap you in, you could still get out. Alright, I think we got everything that's in here. There's some equipment, some nice stuff. Alright. What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but it was right outside.
Yes, it was.
I want to check it.
Now, these things are glowing red now. Does that mean we can't retrieve them now? So there are ones that they can be locked into?
Close that door.
It does seem to be kind of like futuristic Tarkov, yeah. So the door's closed, and I cannot retrieve the power cell now. So there are some that lock them in permanently.
Once we open the loot area.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
These
neat.
are all.
I like
these are
that.
all important learning experiences. I'm gonna call the evac ship.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of
shit.
here. We have pushed
Where's
our
it
luck
be?
far enough. It'll be ahead of us. It is to our northwest, very slightly. And it'll certainly be outside, so let's move out and around. Looks like to get up, we gotta go this way. There it is. Thank you. It's up top. Let's get up there. Get the fuck out of here. Gotta cross this pipe on the right.
Nice!
Oh, man. Look at that. We got in, we got stuff, we got out. I like how it tells you the total value of your loot. That's convenient. I don't think I completed any missions, but I made progress towards a few of them. And I got some grenades, which are actually pretty nice.
I got something called a miniature reactor.
This game is pretty cool. I like the level of like low-level stress that it introduces on top of what you're trying to do. Because just running around a big PvE environment collecting stuff would get boring as shit. I dig this. This is fun. Are you free to play some more later in the evening?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to doing the Storm Report now, take a look at what people are posting in Discord. And yeah, if anybody else has this game and would like to play with us, I think Verg and I are both going to fire this up after I grab some Din-Dins. That's going to be the plan.
Yeah.
This is neat. This is a huge improvement over the first version of the cycle. It's just inherently more interesting, and we learned a lot about how the puzzles work on this last run with the switching of the power cells. I wonder if there's a way to tell which ones will permanently lock the power cell after you activate them. We're gonna have to take a closer look at them next time.
Hey,
Yep.
Prospect Station provides its namesake
I've got
heroes
quarters.
with their own private quarters. I
Quarters?
called in
Oh,
a
yeah.
and got you a place
Check out your house. You can build a thing that gives you
You can thank me later.
the mechanic
Just keep the
to
factions happy
make sure
and
you
stay
aren't
out of
locked
trouble.
out forever. Is that you have a
Enough
generator,
chit-chat. Go
and it'll
check
just
out your
generate
new home.
money and items.
Oh,
So once every day
Income
you'll get a supply
generators.
crate. Yep.
nice. Very nice. Hey, Riot sister. How you doing today?
So you can like not play for a few days, and it'll build up to a certain level.
You still get some
Or
stuff.
you could,
That's
yeah,
nice.
you could stop in and just pull it out.
Yeah, you got upgrades, workbench, inventory, generators. Oh, there's like a whole upgrade tree.
Oh yeah.
Unlocks and improves your daily crate rewards. Unlock and improve the K-Mark generator. Well, let's start this one. It only takes a minute, and I've got resources for it. There.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that as part of the tutorial.
Oh, well, maybe it'll just give me credit for having done that.
But the supply crate upgrade.
We'll hope. This is fucking cool, and I could definitely see playing quite a lot of this, particularly with the ability to go, like, chill in my own quarters. I don't know why that appeals to me in video games, but it does. There's a little dancing holographic robot man on my desk.
Yep.
It looks like Johnny Five, but with a mohawk, and he's doing a pretty sweet dance with finger guns. Why are there so many empty pizza boxes around my apartment?
Do you have that?
I don't believe
Oh,
it.
you can change. You can go up to him and change his dances.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. When you get right next to it, it highlights it white, and then you can press the use
Oh
button.
my god. Game of the fucking year. Look at him go. He's doing like some kind of hip thrust running man now. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is incredible. Oh my god. I did an upgrade in 1 minute. Let me see. What does it take to upgrade it again? I need to get some polymetallic prefabricate, some of which I left on the ground last time we were on the planet. So now I realize what these things are for.
Made
Now
yourself
my income
comfortable
generator
already.
actually works. I'm going to collect my first
Might
supply
not
crate.
be much now, but with a bit of
Weak
work and a lot
stem,
of duct
helmet,
tape, it'll feel
backpack,
just like
pistol,
home.
ammunition, just useful stuff.
about all
yeah,
I
so
can
you
do
can,
for you, kid.
so you never fully
Now,
run out of things.
Go make a name for yourself.
What is there a limited inventory space for your overall inventory, or is that infinite?
No, it is limited.
Okay. Can you upgrade that?
Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, inventory upgrades. I need to get Strider flesh, so okay, so there's multiple reasons to do everything. In addition to just doing contracts, you're also killing to get crafting, upgrade, and various other progression parts.
Yes. Also, they try to kill you.
Also, they try to kill you. Yeah. Yeah, increase stash size, increase safe pocket. Oh, this is gonna eat up so much of my time. This is ridiculous. Alright. Alright, it is about time for the Storm Report. But yes, I'm gonna grab some dinner after this, Verg, and then let's play more, yeah?
Yep.
And I'm probably gonna stream more of this. I don't know if I'll stream more of this tonight, but I see myself streaming more of this game because it's a lot of fun. And again, people in chat, if you can get into the beta while it's still running, I'd love to play with you because I can see what's the maximum deployable team size? Because you're not like in a team. Okay, so from what I gather, because you were able to friendly fire me, every player who deploys to the planet is just playing.
Oh, I was able to friendly fire you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you shot me a couple times. It does highlight people if they're like in your team, but what's the maximum team size?
I'm not sure.
I wonder. If people just don't shoot at you, can they get in the same evacuation ship as you, I wonder? Like, these are all questions I have.
Man, I don't know.
Like, how much spontaneous
from what
teamwork is possible?
Possible? A lot. From what I've heard, there's local voice chat.
Okay.
So if you're using the voice chat, it's push to talk, but if you're using it, people around you can hear.
So our squad invite says 2 of 3. So I think a standard squad is 3 people. Yeah. Okay, that's not bad. But in theory, if other people were in the same instance as you, you could just not kill them. You could just work together.
Theoretically, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. No, I don't want to do your survey right now. I'll exit an open survey. To leave the game, I have to open the survey. Fine. I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it. Alright, Verg, I'm going to let you go for right now, and I will hit you up in a few minutes, alright?
Alright.
Alright.
See ya.
Boop. It was a parsed down version due to safety concerns. Yeah, how was the convention, Riot Sister? Dish, what all went on? Did you see anybody cool? It'll be, you know what? I'll in the interest of full disclosure, I will correct that to say it will be at least a half an hour to 45 minutes after the conclusion of the storm report, which begins right now.
All right, locusts and gentlemix, get ready to feast your eyes on glorp paint and wet palates with the occasional culinary atrocity thrown in on tonight's storm report, brought to you by viewers like you.
Well, looks like we got a nice short one tonight at any rate, so let's go ahead and dig in. It's true, Riot Sister. Yeah, shit was going a little crazy out here by the time I learned that you were going to that, but hopefully inside of the next year, Riot Sister, there's gonna be more conventions going on. We can get together. We can get together at one of them. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't make the time to see one another, but again, I was out here kind of dealing with some bullshit, as it were. The triple's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Not even just, well, yes, I guess next year, because this year is going to end in about 2 months. But probably not a full year is what I'm aiming for. I mean, if nothing else, Riot Sister, I'm going to be on your side of the mountains and in your town a lot sooner than that. But let's take a look at what we've got up first from Sahul Pinu. First mini complete. It looks like you leaned a little bit more into the contrast on this one. This actually looks pretty good. You got the wood grain popping out. I'd be curious to know what all techniques you ultimately employed in this. I'm guessing just simple washing and dry brushing. I have seen far worse, and I think I said this last time when you were still work in progress on this one. This is a starter Bones mini that comes with here. You know what? Let me change my category here so people don't think I'm playing the cycle still. There we go, that should be updated. Okay, back to this. So, I think I said last time when we saw your work in progress on this one, Pinu, this is one of the better, like, again, I've seen this mini painted, I can't tell you how many times, because this is the starter Bones mini that they include in the Get Started Painting set. Which is actually kind of cool because it gives you the opportunity to compare across multiple different painters all doing the same thing, which, by the way, is the idea behind our attempted Supercell paint-along, which will be happening this Thursday. I'm going to be getting my... I gave Stila the ultimate call. We've got 2 votes, two tied votes for what we're going to be painting. So I gave her the final call. She's going to let me know tonight, and I'm going to get my copy printed out tomorrow. Oh, Zachary Quinto, Michael Rooker, Giancarlo Esposito, Chris Eccleston, Will Shatner, Tom Welling, Michael Rosenbaum, Felicia Jesus, there were actually quite a lot of people there, eh? Okay, so what I was saying, this is one of the better looking examples of this basic skeleton. This is actually really well done. I'd say just you can continue to lean into the contrast more, though you've got a pretty good amount of it for, again, being a first mini. Don't be afraid of the contrast. Don't be afraid of having deep shadows down between the ribs, in here, along the pelvis, on surfaces that are facing toward the ground, like this shin bone could be a lot darker than the thigh bone, for instance, to give you a real sense of the lighting on the mini. But all in all, really, really nice job, particularly from someone who is just getting started. And Pino, thank you so much for sharing this with us. Here we have from Mafik, and there he is in chat. Just finished my new model kit of the Hygog this morning. Here's a work in progress I made last night. These later Xeon mechs are mobile suits, pardon, are particularly insane. I see we're missing the lower half on this fellow. I like them. I've always liked the more absurd Xeon designs because they're so clearly designed for operating in space, as opposed to being more terrestrial mobile suits like a lot of what the Earthers have. How articulated are those arms, Mafik? Now that I have an appreciation for how some of these kits go, I estimate that these arms may actually have a great deal of articulation to them on a per segment basis. And I confess, I'm curious. Nice looking build so far though, man. The question is, are we gonna get to see the kittens, Mafik? Because you mentioned kittens. And I'm very curious. Like 4 joints, so 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 1 per segment. Nice. Very, very cool. When you get the lower half put together, make sure we get to see it, man. Nice build. Here we have from Sumitha, Operation Lancaster, Thunderhead Studio exclusive preview. After posting this sketch of this machine from a previous stream, here's the finalized art for the Black Knight known as Carver. This vicious machine is durable and powerful, and definitely not something to be taken lightly. Well, no, it's not to be taken lightly. I mean, it's a heavy mech, for God's sake. Come on, it's right there in the name. I like this angle. I like this angle a lot. It makes him look kind of barrel-chested, really big and burly. Really like the inclusion of the sort of classic MechWarrior 4 style Black Knight shoulder over here. Is this a weapon system mounted to his shoulder pad? I'm not sure what all weapons the Carver has. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laser barrels just in the torso here. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a weapon system or just a decorative piece. And then we have the hatchet over here and our PPC on this arm. Impressed that it's standing while I'm building. Yeah, it's fairly impressive that the 2 spindly, wobbly arms can actually support the torso. That's some good building. And of course we have the Dreadnought Battlecore symbol right here. It is lovely. Always lovely to see Matt Plog's art. I particularly like when I get to see his in progress and then his finished. But yeah, you're right. There's another one right here, Verd. Looks like a small laser on his head, and then he has his funny little. I can't see anything but Quail Man. Maybe it's just because I said it once, but when I see this crest on his head, I just think about, he's got the little belt tied around his head, the belt end kind of curving over. No, is that just me? Okay, fine. Matt Plog's work, as always, impressive as hell, has a real sense of weight to it, and the way that he shades is always just so damned enthralling. The texturing and the dynamic nature of everything. He's also pointing with one hand. I'm not sure what he's pointing at. I feel like I'm looking at, I don't know, my brain just immediately went to the Da Vinci Code, like he's pointing at some kind of secret code over here, but there's nothing here. It's just blank white space. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe the secret message hidden in the Carver is that in the end, all is emptiness, and there's nothing to hope for in this world. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Let's just move on. Lovely work, Sumitha, and thank you for sharing this incredibly badass piece of art with us. Quailman, yeah, right? When's the last time you watched Doug? Here we have from Sheza, a Harry Potter trivia on Monday. Got some Dark Mark temporary tattoos too. Refuse to let that she-demon Mariah Carey into my life. Halloween forever. This is like a Death Eater mask, right? See, I know some things about Harry Potter. I was also a preteen when they were being released. For many of us, it was the first time we ever saw Robert Pattinson. Mine as well. More or less, White Wolf. More or less. Really nice work on this. So is the base mask, Sheza, a 3D? It looks like the base mask is a 3D print, and then maybe the filigree... Was that done by hand, or is that part of the print as well? I can't tell. I feel like some of this was done by hand on top of a 3D printed texture. I would love to have more detail on how you put this together, because this actually came out very, very nice. Did you wear a robe with it, Sheza? Did you go full Death Eater? I'd also, if you got any pictures of the temporary tats that you did, I'd love to see the whole outfit. And for that matter, I'd like to hear how the trivia night went. I would do awful at a Harry Potter trivia event. If it wasn't in the movies, or the first 3 books, I simply wouldn't know it. Saw so many Harry Potter robes this last weekend. Harry Potter robes, Riot Sister, are one of those costumes that... It's like Star Trek Starfleet uniforms, you know? They are a really, really easy costume to get, and then you hang them in the closet. And when you inevitably forget to build the complex costume for the convention that you're going to, you're just like, fuck it, and you open up the closet, and you put on your Starfleet uniform, and you put on your rank pips, and you go. Same thing for the Harry Potter robes. It's like, this is just a pair of clothing I'm going to wear. I don't have to do makeup. I don't have to do anything crazy. I think that the Attack on Titan Scout Corps uniforms have fallen into that category at this point as well. It's the kind of costume people just have in their closet anyway. When they inevitably forget to do their fully articulated mech costume that they had in mind, they just put it on and they go. Same for monk robes at Renfest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We spend all the time talking about the cool makeup and armor we're gonna do, and then when the morning comes and we haven't done our costume, we're like, well, I can put this on. I keep meaning to do the Monster Maroon Starfleet uniform, but I still haven't made that for myself. Use your Jedi robes for the see, just brown robes in general. Riot Sister, it's genius. It covers us for so many things. Here we have from Severe, just had some fun on Halloween and painted this guy up real quick. Oh, he's adorable. Look at him with his little hat. His ratty little hat. He's got a little raven on it. He has like a chibi pumpkin face. And I'm totally here for it. I like the use of green for the coat. I think that's a nice touch. A little bit of warm color on the ropes here and here, kind of dividing up our green and this cool black down here. Effective and simple, and as long as you had fun. I really like the blue on the hat. The shading on this is it really goes along with the sculpting that the artist put in, all the wrinkles in the hat. I wouldn't mind another look, Severe, at this adorable little raven, because he looks cute as shit, but I don't have like a side-on view. Or even just a link to this model, because this is a particularly cute, like, little Jacko figure. Very nicely done, Sphere. Very nicely done indeed. Here we have from Haunter, work in progress. What model is this? Somebody tell me. Somebody knows what model this is. Tell me, because I don't recognize it. I love his fucking horns, though. He's got like the Black Phillip horns from The Witch, you know, big nasty goat horns, all curling back. I like the green fade on the blade here. That's a nice touch. On this little hanging pendulum blade thing that he's got. And then we have the green contrasting nicely with magenta down into purple. All in all, good color choices. I have to note how many there are here, because we go from this blue purple up into red purple into this sort of magenta, and then into green, which is highly contrasting with all of this, and then right into yellow, which further this is nothing but contrast. Decided you want to do a Raziel cosplay at some point. Raziel, as in, like, the Soul... What was he called? Soul Reaver? Was Raziel the Soul Reaver? I remember, that's Legacy of Kain, isn't it? With, like, the scarf up around your face and everything? Could you do the prosthetic so it looks like you have a missing jaw? So you go... Because he had, like, a tongue hanging down and shit, didn't he? That's why I used to use the undead face in World of Warcraft that I did, was because it looked like Raziel. He had the missing lower jaw and like the tongue hanging out. It's a cool look. It's a very cool look, right, sister? I mean, let me know if you need any help with that. I'd be happy to help you maybe sculpt up and print some small pieces for that. Because he had some little small armor bits on him, didn't he? He had like the cloak, and then he was all gaunt, and he had like those big nasty claw fingers. That could be cool. I could see that working. Well, this is a pretty neat paint job we have here, Haunter. I'd love to know more about it. I'd love to know where this figure is from. I just have to really, really compliment your color choices here. All really, really highly contrasting. Maybe the only one that stands out a little bit to me is the yellow. For the armor, it doesn't quite read as gold. And I almost feel like continuing the cool colors that we have from the base, because we got purple, we go into magenta. Maybe if we went into a blue for the armor and then kept the green as the high contrast. That's the only comment that I have on it. All in all, though, it's coming together well. I like your really stark contrast shading that you have here, the deep shadows on the underside. Clearly still a work in progress. So, Haunter, if you feel like sharing this more with us as it goes further along, please do. I'd love to see where this mini's going. And again, I would love to know where it's from. Thank you for posting, Haunter. Here we have from Gear Falcon. Oh, better picture. Black Templar trying to do non-metallic metal on the sword. Let's have a look. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It looks like you've got the regions of the non-metallic metal shine blocked out well. It's the blending. It's maybe the blending that's slowing you down. I'd be curious to know what technique you're using for the blending, Gear Falcon. Wait, thought who was printing something different? Time stop. So that was on before time stop. What's printing now are the hills that we made earlier in the stream. We started the stream in ZBrush. We sculpted up some Battletech hills. We processed the file. We got it on the printer during the break, so I didn't get a chance to update that. This is the first time we've had something on the printer that I actually designed during the actual stream, which is kind of cool. Doing glazing, okay. I mean, I feel like that is the path forward. I would continue. I would do some more. The trick to getting a good blend with acrylics is just being willing to do it multiple times. I would continue your glazing to blend it a little bit more. And then what I would do is try coming in, like maybe one more round of glazing, and then try coming in with white edge highlights. Do one band of white in each of your highlights here, and then do a pure white highlight along the edge of the blade and maybe along the center point, just to give it that extra little bit of punch, and see if that doesn't put it where you want it to be. I would say for not doing non-metallic metal very often, this is a fantastic start. It is absolutely showing that you're highlighting in the right areas, and I think that if you just work on the transitions, it's going to look great, man. Really nice work, and an excellent looking Black Templar for that matter. I love all the little red being included in that blue-black that you're doing. Is very choice. Very choice indeed, Gear Falcon. Let's have a look at our second one here. Oh yeah, the armor is looking really, really nice, and I like that red. The base looks kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind an angle on this guy from a higher angle, just so I can see more of what you're doing with the base. Your first time, your very first time doing non-metallic metal, Gear Falcon, it's reading well. You have progress to be made, but I don't think that's a surprise to you. I think that if you do what I was just saying, if you just blend it a little bit more with your glazes, and then give that pure white edge highlight to a few spots in here, you're gonna like where it winds up. I think you will. Very nice, Gear Falcon. Here we have from Dware Wildstar. I don't know how this machine works. Wait, is that a line from Guardians of the Galaxy? It's been forever since I've seen that movie. It's a good movie, though. First of all, I love this basing. I realize I'm supposed to be looking at the paint jobs, but the basing is what's leaping out at me. I really, really like this. There's kind of like this... It's a black base, and then there's these like neon colors. Is this a crackle paint? Was this based in a bright color and then black crackle was put over top of it? Or it was crackle and then maybe dry brushed black? This is awesome. This works really well. And I love the colors that you've used for the various little bits of flora. And a little touch up after. This is very effective. I think you did a great job on that. Really like the skin tone for Gamora. If I had to point out just one thing that could push this more, your white is a little flat. It could use a little bit more love in the shadows. Like, I see this plate right here and like this plate down here, and I'm like, oh, this wants a shadow. These want shadows so much, because this white is just so clean. The red is nice, bright, and vibrant. The green skin tone is fantastic. I'm really liking what you did with the, like, because see, you've got some good shadows over here on the jeans, for instance. And then, for that matter, on the leather boots, that looks really nice. If we carried some of that onto the white arm, like, just, I only mention it because it would take so little. You know, Wildstar, don't feel bad. Painting white is hard. There are a few colors when it comes to mini painting, particularly in acrylics, that are just challenging. White, red, yellow all come to mind. These are all very, very challenging colors. White being among the most, well, white, black, red, yellow, really, I think are like the top 4. Try using blues, like blue grays. And a strategy, you don't even need to come back to this many. I think this Gamora looks fantastic, but as you continue moving forward and doing more white armor, try building up through, like, just blue grays, like a dark blue gray up through a light blue gray, and then only using white for your highest highlights. Like, if you painted all of these with a dark blue gray, and then did a couple quick highlights with lighter blue-gray up till like a ghost white, and then only used pure white for your highest highlights where you wanted to pick it out. The top of the shoulder here, the edge of the elbow, the top of the hand, the tip of the knee, the back of the heel here. It would give you this really, really nice depth. You have Moon Knight. Oh, that's definitely an opportunity to learn how to paint white. Vergaderone could have some tips for you too. He just did a whole bunch of Comstar mechs for Battletech, which are all almost pure white, and he did it using almost just dry brushing, and he did a really great job on it. So yeah, that's what I was thinking, Vergaderone. Wildstar, you should try to connect with Vergaderone on Discord and ask him how he did his Comstar. And try applying that to the next white figure that you do. I think you'll like the effects, and it's not difficult to do. It just takes choosing the right colors. Exactly, mostly gray. When you're painting white, this is the joke about painting white and black. If you're painting white or you're painting black and it's supposed to read as that color, you use very little of that actual color. Almost none. And yeah, there's definitely some good dry brush tactics you can apply. Hell yeah. Yeah, give it a try, Dwyer. I really think you'll like it. Star-Lord looks great. I think he did a particularly great job on the hair. I'm not sure if this is contrast or wash. It looks like one of the two. If you did this by hand, I'm very impressed. It reads very, very nicely as kind of a dirty blonde. Very impressive work overall. Good looking MCP figures, and thank you for sharing. Here we have from Nash, Orion and Hunchback done with straight oils. Liked the Orion so much, trying to do the same scheme with the rest, scrapping the original paint jobs, going over top what was there with oils, still need working in. Hunchback was putting the values in, going in with finer brushes next. Backs need value reworking. They exist in a featureless white space. Ooh, the transitions are nice on this. So yeah, this is something nice that oils can do, is just kind of go right in over the top of other paints and serve as sort of a filter. We use the phrase glaze a lot, but I think in the case of applying oils which are very transparent, filter is a much more appropriate phase. Really nice looking on the Locust 1E. I like those side pods. I particularly like how you've kind of moved them out from the torso a little bit. You've widened the torso from what it usually is, and it gives it almost this kind of Ed 209 quality that I'm really digging. I'm really liking this transition of the purple up to the magenta and the pink. It reminds me of some of what... Wait, was it you who mentioned this? It might be you who mentioned this. Nash. That somebody mentioned that they were drawing some inspiration from the Storm Chaser mechs that we painted here on the stream. And this kind of reminds me of it, so now I'm thinking maybe that was you who said that. The yellow is a nice touch. Yellow is always a fantastic contrast with purples and pinks. Looks like we got a little bit of a repose on the commando. Actually makes it look a little bit more intimidating. I like the dropped arm. It looks like the camera sensor sensitivity is a little bit high. The ISO value. And I only say that because, like, we're getting a little bit of the white sort of impinging on the color in a few areas, and it does look a little bit washed out, but I think if all you did was drop your ISO value on your camera, you can do that on your camera phone. If you're using a phone, by the way, just go into your, like, advanced settings or pro mode is usually what it's called. Just drop the ISO value down a little bit, and it will solve that for you, and you'll get much more vivid colors, and you won't get that sort of hazy bleed. Magnetized can rotate both the Locust and the Commando. Very helpful for those torso twisting situations. All in all, really good progress on these, and can't wait to see where they're going. ISO's 50, my light source is very... Jesus, that is bright. If you're down to ISO 50 and getting this, holy crap, man. Maybe try using a darker background. That might help, because you are using a pure white background. Something just like a gray piece of construction paper. Maybe. An old black t-shirt. Try that. Taking pictures of minis is as hard or harder than painting them in the first place, so try a few different options until you get the results that you want. So much of the challenge is just trying to get the picture to look like it does in real life. But yeah, just futz with it. Futz with it a little bit, and see if you can't land on something that you like. Lovely work overall. I love that purple. Here we have from White Wolf, long day at work. So here's your Sazabi update, now in delicious Neapolitan mini-me flavor. Oh, is that better? With red holographic water slides and maybe a resin conversion kit too. Still debating about that. Are you really though, White Wolf? We all know you're gonna do it. We all know you're gonna do it. Why are we pretending that you're not? Oh yeah, and the sleeping Eevee who's apparently trying to mimic a cat instead of the fox base he is, or something. Look at him. He's just having a little nap. Forever nap. Well, those are some nice looking decals we got here. Damn, this is going to be an interesting build. The decals are all red, and obviously the mobile suit is red. It's Char's. How does that work? Wouldn't they have been white or gold? Or are there multiple colors beneath that top sheet? I confess I'm curious. Either way, I look forward to seeing the build come together. It works by painting the model. Well, but what I'm saying is, like, the final color is going to be red, and then you've got red decals? That's throwing me a little bit. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm curious. I mean, I assume that you have something in mind. It's just making my brain stop. I mean, the final color, because these decals are going to go on the body of the figure. But the body of the figure is going to be red, and then you have red decals, so are they going to show up? When I'm looking at it, I'm seeing mostly white. Here. Looks just like gold here on the shield. But then the decals look red. Oh, you just don't give a shit. Okay. Well, that actually clears up a lot. So your final Char Sazabi is not, in fact, going to be red. That does clarify. Okay, White Wolf. I'm with you. I always love seeing your builds come together, so please keep us posted. Here we have from Kursala. Wasn't a productive day, but I did manage to get this roughed out. Definitely needs a few changes, but it's a good start. It looks... Oh. I like the profile of these barrels. This slightly coffin-shaped oblong barrel with the hard edges on it. That's pretty cool. It's going to be black and orange. Okay. Well, then the red should actually show up then. Yeah, I can see there's more development to be done, but this basic concept with the slightly coffin-shaped cross-section, this is cool. I like this. I would enjoy painting this. I would want it to be a fairly large weapon, because at a small enough scale, you're not going to notice these hard edges as much. It could wind up just looking sort of rounded, but if this is big enough, it could come out pretty cool. The gray ones, yeah, I figured that these were going to be replaced with like a circular pattern with the one that actually has the rifle barrel. Well, shit, nice work, Kursala. I can't wait to see what this winds up on. Mech, tank, both, or something in between. Here we have from Riot Sister. I've had this guy for almost a year. I remember when you printed it, and I remember when you broke it, and I remember when you rebuilt it. Had issues printing appropriate legs, broke the arms off totally a bunch. Finally painted in base colors. Vergaderung has been instrumental in its progress. So much fun. Vergaderung is not only a fantastic painter, but very, very good at explaining his methods, which I find incredibly helpful too. Going to be a mech-sized MG, going to be larger ones with 5 and 8 barrels as well. I want to see those final prints, but then I assume you're going to share those with us. I don't know, something just gives me that feeling that Kursala might share the final products with us. I love this red. I know you told me on the Work in Progress channel what all red you used here. It was some Reaper, and then it was some Pro Acryl. That bold Pyrrole red is definitely a really, really nice color. I love the deep maroons that you have in here, though. I'm curious what the next step is. I think that if we're going to start working in some cool colors, like some blue metals into the joints and the little working parts, this is going to really start popping like crazy. It's a cool mech, and I really like these kind of maroon or plum paint jobs. Yeah, burgundy. That's another good description for it. Burgundy wine. Okay. Yeah. Is that Reaper? Either way, lovely. And I'm glad, after as many challenges as you've had with this model, of course, Riot Sister, you had to go and pick, like, one of the spindliest figures you possibly could. But with as many challenges as you've had building this model, it brings me immense pleasure to see paint going down on it at last. Dragon red and violet purple. Ooh. That explains that richness that it has to it. Wonderful. Wonderful work. Well, we got a short one tonight, folks, but that'll bring us to the end of the Storm Report and the end of tonight's stream. Hey, my cameras are all working. I did have one camera problem today. I'm super impressed with myself. So we are gonna be back Thursday. This upcoming Thursday, the 4th, we're going to be multi-streaming. This is currently the plan. I can't see any reason this is going to get interrupted as of now, but I need to talk to her tonight. We're going to be multi-streaming with Stila Rebel. Probably going to be starting a little bit late, or if we start at the same time, we're going to be doing something else and then phasing over into the multi-stream. We will be doing our Supercell paint-along. She and I will be painting the same figure. It will be available in the Supercell channel on the Discord. If you have a resin printer, or you have a friend who has one, I'll make sure that everyone knows tonight what we're going to be painting, so that if you feel like painting along, you can print one out and paint it. And if folks are interested, then a week later we will have a Supercell Storm Report where everybody who has painted the figure can post, and we can all sort of compare and contrast our experiences and how it came out. We will also be back on Sunday the 7th doing our usual Sunday single figure focus. What am I going to be painting? Oh, I'm going to be starting on my Conquest Mounted Noble Lord. It's a big bottle. It's a big old knight, and I've been really kind of looking forward to getting started on him. So we're gonna take some time with oil paints, and we're gonna try to have some fun with non-metallic metals on that one. I have TBD for Tuesday the 9th. I put that there because I wasn't sure how tonight was gonna go, but I think we're probably gonna do some more 3D sculpting in ZBrush 1 week from today on Tuesday the 9th. So make sure you're here for that. Let's find out who it is we are gonna be rating tonight, folks. One moment. Who is doing what out there in Twitch land? Holly Monster's going. Every time we raid her, she's ending her stream. But we're ending a little early tonight, so maybe we can catch her. Let me see. How long has she been going? She's only been going for 2 hours, and she's in the middle of painting. That seems very, very promising. So let's do that. Let's make that happen. I never get a chance to raid Holly Monster and actually have people, like, and actually get to stick around. Nice! I'll check that out, Bithron. But, Bythtron, I'll eventually figure out how to pronounce that. Eventually. Let's get that going. To Square, thank you for being here, man. It's always a pleasure to have you. Alright, folks, I know a lot of you are probably turning in for the night, but as always, if you do me a favor, stick around for the raid, just to check out the channel we're raiding into. It might be something you want to follow, so stick around for 5 minutes, see if it's up your alley, consider dropping a follow. As I said, we're going to be back Supercell on Thursday, Single Figure Focus on Sunday. Tuesday went from TBD to we're going to be doing some 3D sculpting. So if you had fun tonight, make sure you're here next week. I really like what we did tonight with the sheep to shawl. Start a file, finish the file, process the file, start it printing. I'll be able to post pictures of this tomorrow, and we're going to be continuing. I'm going to be continuing to make hills throughout the week. Maybe we can do something more complex or more free form next time. Either way, I know I had a blast. And folks, thanks for sticking around for the little bit of gameplay we did of this cycle. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm going to be playing some more with Forgotarung here in a few minutes. If anyone wants to join in, please let us know on the Discord. I'll be more than happy to roll more people into a party. And then as that game actually does full release, I think we'll probably be playing some more of it. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. It has been a very, very fun stream. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the Storm Report. And thank you, as always, to my amazing mod team who makes all of this possible. I'm going to go get something to eat. So until next time, folks, keep on painting.